waiting years for this.
Hello? What the fuck? Are we back? Wait, did the stream completely stop? Or are we in the same VOD? Oh, it stopped. Oh, fuck. Damn it. That sucks. Oh well. Shit happens. Damn, Tofu's so late today. Yeah, fuck. Whew, just starting, huh? Alright, I guess we gotta do Daily Dose of Internet. You never effed? That's weird. Yeah, let's get filled in. Let's see what happened today in history. That's fucking weird. I don't know what the fucking what the fuck happened there. Am I still dropping frames? No. I just had like a... I don't know, we just dropped out. Twitch must be breaking. I don't know if it was Twitch. I think it might have been my internet. I don't know. Either way, we're back. Either way, we're back. Yeah, exclamation point. 56 chance. Fuck! Alright, where were we? Where were we? Ah, yes, we were about to start Cop Watch. That's right. Cop Watch time. Dun 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 dun. Yo, good night, Piganox. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. Shouts out Piganox. Boom, 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 boom. Time to do some Cop Watch. Have you guys ever used the microwave and it messes with your Wi-Fi? What? No. Wait, for real? That's crazy. Wait, what? Tofu Ghost is now hosting my stream for 1,000. What? Thanks, Tofu Ghost. Wait, I didn't realize I had so many viewers. Dude, I'm hosting myself for 1,000 something viewers? Damn. Okay, Tofu. Damn, Tofu. You really blew up out of nowhere. That's crazy. You went from being a 200 average viewer Andy in the last month to being a fucking 1,000 viewer Andy overnight. That's crazy. Infinite viewer glitch. Yeah. Yeah, it says right now that I have 530 viewers. What? That's amazing. Let's go. Hell yeah. I did it. Dude, I made it, chat. Let's fucking go, dude. That's all me. That's all me. I did that off the strength of my content, okay? All right. Fuck yeah. Anyway, that's funny. Let's get back into it. Cop Watch time. Let's go to Democracy Now! Again, real fast. To talk about $13 million getting paid out by the city of New York to protesters who got their fucking asses beat by cops in 2020. You love to see it. And then we're gonna go to Fox News to hear what they have to say about Cori Bush and how she's a hypocrite for some reason. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. Let's check it out.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm
Amy Goodman.
We turn now to an historic settlement for more than 1,300 people who were attacked by New York City police while protesting the police murder of George Floyd in 2020. The landmark $13 million settlement announced last week with the city of New York is years in the making and is the largest total payout to protesters in a class action suit in U.S. history, with each person receiving just under...
Yo, I can't video game. Thank you for a year.
Damn, I can't believe I forgot to cancel this guy for a whole year already.
Damn, get fucked. No givesies backsies, bitch. That's right. That's right. You got scammed, motherfucker. Let's go.
The case focused on how police
no refunds.
violated protesters' civil and constitutional rights by making massive
Yo, thank you so much for a year. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the
arrests
support.
using excessive force that included improper use of pepper spray, using a tactic called kettling to trap and arrest protesters before a curfew.
There was already money paid out by the city of New York like a couple months ago for kettling and corralling by the New York Police Department in 2020. That was like under $1 million, if I'm not mistaken. I'll look it up on the side here just to make sure I'm not talking out of my asshole. But $13 million now this time.
Went into effect. This is footage about improper arrests used in the case from an officer's body camera.
Everyone's under arrest. Everyone's under arrest here. Everyone's going in. Shut your camera off. Shut your camera off.
Why would you do that? Why? Hey, why do you need to turn your camera off? What's the point of that? Why would you need to turn your camera off? That should be automatic. Automatic. If you do that, you're fucking gonzo. You're gonzo. No qualified immunity fucking bullshit's gonna protect you, and you're not gonna get another job at another police department a couple cities fucking over. No. Fuck that. If you turn your fucking camera off, period, that's fucking whatever you did during that time is null and void. Any tickets you wrote, any fucking arrests you made, it's done.
Camera off, the police are saying. This settlement's the latest in a series of legal victories for protesters that use a video analysis tool developed by Situ Research that quickly analyzes massive amounts of police body camera videos, aerial footage, and social media videos. The city of New York settled another lawsuit in March with more than 300 protesters in the Mott Haven neighborhood of the Bronx over the NYPD's use of kettling in 2020 protests. Each person received about $21,000, the highest per person settlement for a mass arrest in U.S. history. While this latest settlement did not impose any reforms to NYPD, the director at Situ Research told The Intercept, quote, our larger...
Okay, you know what? I may have been mistaken. The previous announcement of lawsuit was probably the same lawsuit. NYC agrees to multi-million-dollar settlement compensating protesters corralled by police officers at 2020 George Floyd protests. This is in March. So this is what I was referring to, but I think that this is actually the same lawsuit. So it just might have been like a low ball like assumption number that was getting thrown around. Okay, yeah, the city agreed to pay each of the defendants $1,500 plus an additional $2,000 if they were arrested and ticketed. As many as 200 or 300 protesters will have the right to join the suit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Got it. $11 billion in NYPD. That is what the NYPD spent freely in 2020. $11 billion, yeah.
Goal remains enduring change in policing. For more, we're joined by two guests. Gideon Oliver is a civil rights attorney, co-counsel for the plaintiffs in the case, and Dara Pluchino is a named plaintiff in the case who was also a class member for the Mott Haven settlement. She's a social worker. We welcome you both to Democracy Now! Gideon Oliver, let's just talk about the scope of this settlement and the significance of the New York City, I mean, the taxpayers, having to pay out $13 million because...
The only defunding of the police that you will be able to find in America since 2020 is literally the own fault of the police themselves in cases exactly like this one. There are multiple other cases where like this is where this has happened, where lawsuits are paid out. Yo, Amy, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Hello. How's it going? Shouts out Amy. If you don't already follow Amy, please go do that. Amy covers a lot of things. Another lefty politics streamer. They cover more specifically housing rights, which is very based. Go support, go follow, go follow, go follow. Welcome in.
Because of police misconduct and brutality.
Thank you so much, Amy. It's a great pleasure to be back on the show, and it was a great pleasure to litigate this case with National Lawyers Guild lawyers from Cohen and Green, Beldock, Levine and Hoffman, and Wiley Stecklow. Although there's no technical admission of liability from the city or the police department in connection with the settlement, the size of the settlement really speaks for itself. And although it's historic, as you just mentioned, there was recently another historic settlement. And, a number of times before, the city of New York has paid out historic settlements or judgments in protester cases. And so it really begs the question, what's going to change? What's going to be different this time?
So, Dara Pluchino, tell us what happened to you in these Black Lives Matter protests in 2020. This, remember, folks, was in the midst of the pandemic. Just the bravery alone of people coming out in force, thousands of people in city after city protesting the police murder of George Floyd.
Yes, thank you, Amy, so much for having us today and covering this. I can speak about my experience and also recognize that my experience, largely due to the identities I hold and how that protects me from policing's violence, is not representative of what I witnessed happen to many others in protest that summer and since and before. And so it's really essential that this not be considered as an isolated summer or an isolated incident. And my experience was one of unlawful policing, was one of kettling in Mott Haven and then mass arrest, being held for much longer than allowed, being handed off from the arresting officer to the one who wrote the citation. I have lasting nerve damage in my left hand from the use of the zip tie handcuffs, and my experience is also much safer. I was much less harmed, and my body was treated with much more care during arrest than folks around me who presented as Black and brown and who I witnessed being hit with batons while arrested and handcuffed face down on the ground, who I witnessed get pepper sprayed in a targeted way, who I witnessed be punched, and etc.
I want to turn to video accompanying the 2020 protests that was produced by Human Rights Watch and Situ Research about the NYPD's plan to kettle and arrest protesters June 4th, 2020, again, right after Floyd's murder. In this clip, you hear an exchange between a New York police officer and two protesters.
The protesters had already been forced to break the curfew, and the police keep ratcheting up the pressure.
That was seen across the country. That was also seen in LA, where you're blocked from leaving, right? They kettle and they corral you, and then there's curfews. Then they have grounds to arrest you, period. And in Paris,
You guys are on the other side. You guys are on the other side. Where do we go? How do we go?
he just said it. He just straight up said it. You're getting locked up. You're all going to jail.
We're gonna go. We're corralled. Jail.
Okay.
Dara,
Yeah.
they're saying,
Thank you for your honesty.
you guys are there. We can't go anywhere. You've corralled us in. If you can also explain for people who aren't familiar with what kettling is, describe it in detail.
I'll let them explain what it is, but I want you to know that it's largely information and tactics that is shared and taught to United States police officers by the IDF. A lot of these tactics are tried out and fine-tuned in the West Bank. Tactics and technology, but these tactics we are talking about here are taught to American police officers by IDFs. By the IDFs.
Yes, kettling is the practice of enclosing a group of people, in this case protesters, in a small area so that there is not the ability to leave that area once mass arrest is going to occur. And in the case of these protests, the kettling occurred, as the person in the video shared, prior to when the curfew was in place. And so it was a small, narrow street. And what occurred was that the group of protesters marching came upon a line of police officers using bikes and batons and their bodies as a barrier in the front of the crowd. And then when the end of the group of protesters was on that same street, another line of police came behind to do the same and serve as a barrier with their bikes and batons and bodies. And at that point, the group of protesters was stuck and unable to leave that block radius because we were surrounded by homes and buildings on either side and then police lines in the front and the back. And once the curfew hit, then that is when chaos occurred and violence occurred.
Gideon Oliver, just last week, Gothamist reported that NYPD officers accused of wrongdoing can now watch all relevant video of an incident before speaking to investigators. Video evidence played a huge role in this settlement. If you can first talk about this in situ, the video compiling massive amounts of video from police body cam and from social media, how this helped with this settlement, and then talk about what that means for police being able to view this before for the future.
Sure. So, I mean, in this case, we both received and gathered an unprecedented amount of video from many sources, but including a huge number of NYPD body-worn camera, pieces of NYPD body-worn camera footage, NYPD aerial surveillance footage, et cetera. And working with Situ Research, the partner who also worked with Human Rights Watch on the video clip that you just played, Situ Research was able to organize that data in a way that they and we, the plaintiffs' attorneys, could essentially look at what happened in a given date and location, integrating those various different video sources, which was just an incredible resource to be able to have. And in terms of the CCRB's new policy or change policy, you know, before the new policy, NYPD member could view their body-worn camera footage or other body-worn camera footage because they can access that footage through a central repository, but they wouldn't. But if they did so, there would be a record, right? There would be a record in an audit trail or metadata. And so that's a data point that an investigator or somebody thinking about the officer's credibility could use in evaluating their statement to the CCRB. But police didn't have access to other footage, non-body-worn camera footage, Teru footage taken by other police, aerial footage taken by other police, et cetera. Now the CCRB has changed its policy and is going to allow NYPD members to view basically all of the footage before giving statements. And that's not something, by the way, that's going to happen for
just more, more time to get their fucking story straight, right? Like when they turn off their cameras and they have a nice little huddle before they fucking, all go off and write their fucking, their reports.
Victims and witnesses. So this is a change that's going to really undermine the truth-seeking process that the CCRB is supposed to be involved in. It's outrageous. It's going to lead to much less justice and accountability. And it's also interesting because the CCRB investigated many incidents of uses of force arising from the summer 2020 protests. And one of its chief complaints to the police department was that the police department wasn't making video footage and other evidence available to it, and that in many cases, NYPD members who, according to policy, should have had their body-worn cameras activated in interacting with protesters were ordered by supervisors to turn the cameras off.
I want to put this last question to each of you, and the issue of this being a money settlement. About 1,300 people getting just under $10,000 each, as opposed to also being a policy-changing settlement. Let me first ask Gideon.
Just like hush money, which is good, and it's like I'm all for the fucking the police defunding themselves. You know what I mean? And that money being given back to people on the front lines. You know what I mean? But no fucking policy. I mean, obviously you see Eric Adams giving $90K just recently to Rikers, despite how many people keep dying in Rikers. $90K to buy new submachine guns for the guards. You know what I mean? We talked about Eric Adams earlier in his policy for fucking jailing homeless people on site based on the fucking, leaving it up to police officers who have zero fucking training with mental health to decide who is and who isn't fit to roam freely in society. Yeah. Not getting shit. Just getting like what they hope will just be hush money. They hope that people have forgotten how pissed off they were in 2020. They hope that the money will make you maybe even forget about some of what happened in 2020.
Then Dara, as we wrap up.
What this massive settlement means for New Yorkers is an open question, right? And it's we can't rely on the city government to do what they're supposed to do, which is translate a huge settlement like this into some kind of increased accountability, oversight, and policy change. So the settlement is historic and incredibly important, but it's also in some ways only as important as what we make it mean. So that's how I am.
And Dara Pluchino, you were part of both settlements, both in Mott Haven and this historic $13 million.
Damn, get that bag. She.
Yes, I think I would echo a lot of what Gideon shared, and I would add here that it's also an opportunity for folks like myself, where this is representative of a more isolated incident with police because of the racist practices of policing, to redistribute and reinvest in local community organizations and individuals and the people.
Fucking shouts out to homegirl right here. She's base as hell.
Community doing the daily work of keeping them safe outside of policing, which we know does not serve the role that it is espoused to.
Real.
Well, I want to thank you.
And for others, I hope what this money will do is provide an opportunity to access rest and care and therapy, or whatever form that takes, be it a vacation, be it
that's so base.
Meal out with friends, be it formal talk therapy.
Dude, a fucking sack of weed, homie. Like whatever.
But whatever kind of care and healing.
Yes. Fuck yeah. I love that.
Inspired from these incidents, and also the daily experience of living and existing in an over-policed community and city and state and country.
Dara Pluchino, social worker, plaintiff in this case, and Gideon Oliver, civil rights attorney, co-counsel for the plaintiffs in this historic settlement.
Love that. Love to see it. Now, it's time to dive deep into the depths of Fox News and see what the fuck they're talking about. Unacceptable! All caps, unacceptable! Cori Bush mocked for, quote, defund the police hypocrisy. I have no fucking clue what the fuck that means, what the fuck they're talking about, but let's find out. Let's see what the fuck they're talking about.
House
Fox and
Judiciary
Friends.
Committee Chairman Jim Jordan says the congressional investigation into alleged Biden family corruption is an important final phase, but the media apparently just wants to move on.
This is the reality of the Republican investigation into the so-called Biden crime family. It's seemingly riddled with stunts and...
Wait, somehow this is going to be about Hunter Biden's cock also?
conspiracies. These allegations have already been investigated over and over and over again.
I wonder, after this plea happens, if you would advise your party to move on.
No, I wouldn't, Margaret. This is the...
Why would I do that? No, Margaret. Why would I do that? That's what they care about. We need their votes. Fuck. Yo, Chairman Rooney, thank you for the raid. That is fucking hilarious. Shouts out Chairman Rooney. Go follow, go follow. Hope you had a great stream. What's up, what's up? Generic raid message. Welcome in. What up, what up, what up, what up?
Just any person. This is the son of the President of the United States.
Fox News contributor and columnist.
Okay, how is this going to be about Cori Bush? Okay, but this is only a 5.5 minute long video and we're already 41 seconds in and I have no fucking clue how we're going to tie this back to Cori Bush and her hypocrisy around the defund the police movement. Like, what?
The messenger, Joe Concha, joins us now. So, Joe, more of the same from the media. The only difference is that this is after the IRS whistleblowers testified on Capitol Hill and said that the investigation into the president's son is a sham. But apparently that didn't move the needle for some folks on TV.
Yeah, Carly, this analysis comes from Ali Velshi. He's the journalist who once famously declared during the summer of 2020 that riots were mostly peaceful, while buildings behind him were in an orange inferno, like it was the final scene of Die Hard at the Nakatomi Plaza. You know, so there's that. But it's very clear that the Biden family made millions upon millions.
Die Hard?
Millions of dollars overseas to be energy consultants without having any experience in, energy, in Hunter Biden's case, in places like China, Ukraine, Russia, other countries, and it's based on whistleblower testimony.
Okay, so if what you're trying to convince me is that people in positions of power in the government use their power and their capital to do like nepotism, and they involve themselves in capital internationally. Like, you're telling me liberals were making money off of their power? Like, okay, so okay, yeah, I know this. We all know this. We know this. Same with fucking everybody else, my guy. Okay.
That Joe Biden...
What does this have to do with Cori Bush?
did profit off of those deals. He was the big guy. He got 10%, according to these whistleblowers, which is clearly a textbook example of influence peddling. Therefore, the question can be asked by actual journalists who aren't named Ali Velshi: is the sitting president of the United States compromised by adversaries like China? And does it affect our policy decisions?
Donald Trump receiving money from like the Saudis, or like doing weird things like with his businesses overseas. Like, I don't know, dude, this is just like a thing that like everybody does. I think it's bad because I think capitalism is bad. So like, yeah, I have a problem with this across the board, but it's really weird how like you're trying to present this to us like it's like this fucking groundbreaking revelation that, holy shit, the Biden crime family, holy crap. Like, dude, by these standards, you're literally everybody. There are lots of crime families, okay? There are multiple, all right? I don't know what to tell you.
And the fact that so many people in this industry...
Theory, Fox viewers don't actually pay attention, so this, for people who only read the headlines, you're probably right, because we are 2 minutes into this video, and it is a 5 minute and 38 second long video, and not a single word about Cori Bush or defund the police I don't know where the fuck I don't know how. How are they going to tie it back together?
Outside of Fox, do not want to discuss this. They want to dismiss it. They want to ignore it. They want to mock it. That is the ultimate act of journalistic malfeasance, and it's not going away because we have a GOP
journalistic
Congress
malfeasance
that will continue to pursue this, and eventually, what can I say? We're going to get the actual truth, whether the media likes it or not, Ashley.
Yeah, but Joe, couldn't you argue? I mean, this is a sitting president. These are important topics that we're talking about that you say they refuse to talk about. But couldn't you argue that they won't drop everything Trump related? He is not the sitting president. They harp on that every single day. So couldn't you argue the same thing? Drop it?
Oh, well, that's the thing, right? I mean, Donald Trump is not in office. He hasn't been for more than 2 years. Almost all media attention goes in his direction based on his legal battles that are going on. Mar-a-Lago documents, obviously the Alvin Bragg case in Manhattan about paying off, porn stars, hush money. Then we have the Biden example where he has all of these scandals going on and they're barely touched. So that's the problem, Ashley, that we're going to have a 2024 election where you probably have Donald Trump as your nominee. It's not a slam dunk. The votes still don't count for about 6 months.
We are now 3 minutes and 24 seconds into this video. Cori Bush has not been mentioned once. What are the... Cori, you really hate people who haven't done anything against you. Sad. Oh, Trump really fucking did something. Oh, Bush is exactly what's wrong with America. It's like you just showed an excerpt from Idiocracy. Dude, these... Okay. They have, like, the smallest brain and, like, the smallest frame of reference. Like, I don't know, like, Idiocracy, 1984... It's always the same things. But they're all talking about it's priceless seeing liberals advocate for defund the police and are flabbergasted on why crime is skyrocketing. 1, crime is not skyrocketing. 2, no liberals are advocating for defund the police. There's literally not a single one advocating for defund the police. There's not a single one. Also, this video hasn't talked about that once yet.
But you're going to have probably Donald Trump versus Joe Biden, and all we're going to be talking about are their legal troubles and their scandals instead of the issues that are affecting this country at this point.
I think that's a safe bet or estimate to make, Joe. Concha, switching gears here, Congresswoman Cori Bush.
Let's go! We're at,
one of the most vocal supporters of the defund the police movement. But when it comes to her own personal security, she feels much differently. If you recall, she said this in 2021.
You would rather me die? Is that what you want to see? You want to see me die?
What?
You know, because that could be the alternative. I receive death threats. I'm going to make sure I have security because I...
Oh, so like she was... So somebody was like, curious, you claim to be against into defunding the police. However, you think that like your life is in danger and you need protection. As if that like matters, as if that is actually a gotcha. When 1, anybody who actually knows anything, 2-year-old clip, by the way. Oh my god, it is. Wait, what the fuck? This is just came out today. Slow news cycle, huh? Jesus Christ, Fox News is really bad. Holy shit. We knew they were bad, but holy fuck, man. Anyway. As I was saying, god damn, that's ridiculous. Anyway, anybody who knows anything about the concept of defunding the police, what it essentially means is reappropriating funds, diverting some funds that may be getting, not exactly used for the best reasons. You know what I mean? And diverting them to programs that would help solve the reasons why crime even happens in the first place. And also, there's also the widely proven concept of the crime rates going up the more you increase the size of your police force. Meaning, the more policing, the more crimes that are committed because there's more cops to give tickets and arrest people and things like this. Diverting funds to social programs to help solve the issues for why a lot of crime starts in the first place, namely poverty and lack of mental health resources and things like this generally, doesn't mean that you don't have some kind of body, whether they're some kind of democratically elected or like heavily regulated, community regulated. I mean, there's a million ways we could go with this conversation. That's not the point, though. Some kind of body that is like designated for violent crime. So it's like, it's not a gotcha. It's not a gotcha. Like saying that like public like government leaders need like some kind of security is not a fucking being hypocritical when you're saying that, hey, maybe the police, like the LAPD that received 13.1 fucking, hold on. What was it? The NYPD got 11 billion in 2020. What was it? Bum. Fuck, where is it? 3.1. Did I say 13.1? Whoops. Yeah, good thing I fucking. This is Kenneth Mejia. Perfect. Oh fuck you. Why does TikTok never want to work for me? Come on. Whatever. $3.1 billion. $3.1 billion fucking budget for the LAPD. 11 billion for the NYPD. It's just saying that maybe some of that money could be used a little bit more wisely and a little bit more efficiently.
No, I have had attempts on my life. So if I end up spending $200,000, if I spend $10 more on it, you know what? I get to be here to do the work. So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund.
Also, she's like using private security. Like, aren't y'all for that? Don't y'all support that type of thing? Don't you love the further privatization of these types of institutions? Bodies? Like, what the fuck? Dantope, I didn't know you bang. What's that you from? The fuck? Wouldn't you like to know, homie? The fuck? What's up, fool? What's up, Flunky? How you doing?
The police and put that money into social safety nets.
Yeah, so Joe, there she was talking about spending money on her own personal security. She's still doing it because her latest campaign filing shows she spent a total of $30,000 and gave
like
that.
This isn't. They always like to do this. Like, oh, however, it looks like you spent a bunch of money on this thing. Like, they say the same things about like, oh, like Fran Drescher or like all of these actors that are supporting the strikes. They make millions of dollars. How dare they have an opinion? Or like, you know, how hypocritical of them. This is not hypocritical. This is not hypocritical. Like, how is this hypocritical? It's not.
Money to her husband for private security services. So there's two things going on here. A lot of this money is going to her husband, and also her comments on defund the police versus her own spending on private security.
Amazing. Defund the police, except not for me.
dude, that doesn't even have anything to do with the police. If anything, it's like perfectly in line with that, right? Because it's not the police. She's funding private security. She's funding private companies for private security. So it's not funding the police. It makes zero sense. This isn't a gotcha. And also, that was video from 2 years ago.
And then I'm going to take money and pay my husband, who is like the Hunter Biden of law enforcement.
The Hunter Biden of law enforcement? Okay, I don't know what they're talking about in regards to her husband. If her husband owns a private security firm, and she's using state funds to get service from her husband's private security firm, yeah, I agree that should be a conflict of interest. I agree with that. But you won't have that same smoke for fucking Joe Manchin, a Democrat. You won't have that same smoke for anybody else who has any other kind of fucking conflict of interest. If that is true, then I think that is a conflict of interest. Absolutely. I don't have a source on that. Fox News is currently my only source on that. But how does that make her husband the Hunter Biden of law enforcement? So what's up with, okay, we should probably look into this. Okay, thank you, Celtic. What is this? Squad Democrat Cori Bush keeps new husband on payroll for private security. Washington Examiner. Representative Cori Bush, Democrat of Missouri, a member of the squad, paid her husband thousands of dollars more in campaign funds for private security and other matters during the second quarter of 2023, according to new Federal Election Commission's filings. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a little bit weird. Bush faced a flurry of ethics complaints in March over her campaign's move to keep paying Courtney Merritts, a security professional from St. Louis, whom she married in early February in a private wedding ceremony. The Congresswoman between April and June dished out $17,500 to Merritts for wage expenses and security services, making his total Bush campaign haul $30K so far in 2023, filing show. Well, I mean, it sounds like it might not be legal according to the FEC. But like this is something that like I said, I have the same smoke for this. Like, do I also agree that it's okay? Do I think that it's okay for Biden to use his political influence to do a nepotism and put people like his son Hunter Biden and his fat cock in positions of power in companies, like, even though they have zero like experience in the field or the industry? Like, yeah, I think that that's like generally bad. Right? I think that that's a bad thing. I'm not defending that. Just in the same way that like I wouldn't defend these types of like conflicts of interest. I don't see how they're comparable though. As long as it's transparent, which it was, I guess that makes him Hunter Biden in that he's profiting by being family. Yeah, having a fat cock is plenty of experience. That's true. You're right. That's true. I didn't consider that. That's true. Oh man. Anyways, regardless of whether or not this ends up being an actually against the law, or whether or not we personally in any of our personal opinions think this is a conflict of interest, it has nothing to do with her view on defund the police. Because if you know anything about defund the police, you would know that these two things are not, this doesn't make her a hypocritical. Okay, like this makes her guilty of the type of low level I don't even want to call it corruption, but I guess like for lack of a better term, low level corruption. Like that is extremely normal among politics and like politicians and like just like the elite generally, I guess. I don't know. This is just like yeah, we need tons of oversight. I agree. You know what I mean? I don't know. This doesn't have anything to do with defund the police.
Amazing. Defund the police, except not for me.
It's like she's not funding police. She's funding a private security firm. Which on its own, I would feel like you over at Fox News would appreciate and like. But I don't know.
And then I'm going to take money and pay my husband, who is like the Hunter Biden of law enforcement, has no experience in actually protecting people.
Like, flashback to Trump's presidency. Not to be like, what about Trump? Okay, but like to see the difference in the way they're covering stuff like this, the way that they did all kinds of defense for the Trump family. And Don Jr. and Eric and fucking his daughter. I can't fucking remember her name off the top of my head. Like all the defense that they did for them. It's like, dude, none of them had experience and they all got cabinet positions. Ivanka, thank you. Cabinet positions. Like why? What? Other than nepotism. Like, hello? Like it's just basic nepotism that like a ton of people throughout our society are guilty of.
This is incredible.
Don't forget Jared. True.
Congresswoman Bush should resign or be ousted from Congress. This is unacceptable to spend that kind of money for your own protection when you won't protect the people of St. Louis, who she represents. St. Louis is one of the most dangerous cities in the country, guys.
Yeah.
These people are so dishonest. It's like, it's crazy.
The fact that police can be looked at as security for you and me, all of us, the rest of the country. So there's that fact.
They're saying like, oh, well, you know how it's she made to tie up the loose ends there, right? Well, it's like, you know, you could relate private security to like how the police function. No, not exactly, actually, because that would require completely disregarding, like, I don't know, all of our history. And disregarding, like, I don't know, all of the fucking data, all of the studies, just like, I don't know, just reality, really.
Joe Concha, thank you.
Yeah.
Just generally, I don't know. Just generally. Oh, God, that was such fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Absolute fucking nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense. Anyways, let's move on. I love how that video was 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Only 2 minutes of it had anything to do with Cori Bush. Crazy. All right, let's move on to labor news. News to be hyped about. Over 300,000 UPS workers prepare to strike if deal not reached by August 1st from NBC News. Then PBS NewsHour. UPS and unionized workers resume negotiations a week before strike deadline. More Perfect Union. Teamsters launch massive effort to unionize Amazon. And then labor is rising from the Majority Report, Sam Cedar and friends. Okay, let's get into it.
We are inching closer to what could potentially be one of the largest and costliest strikes in decades, according to experts. Contract talks for more than 300,000 UPS.
Yo, that's a hard ass shirt. Respect.
Workers are coming down to the wire. Negotiations broke down earlier this month. While talks are expected to pick back up this week, the union has already authorized a strike as soon as August 1st. That's just 1 week from tomorrow. CNBC's Frank Holland is following these negotiations for us. So, Frank, a UPS strike, the United Parcel Service, I imagine that would have a direct impact on any of us who get packages delivered, right?
Oh, but what about the consumers?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely in the short term, it would certainly have an impact if the Teamsters decided to strike at UPS.
Yeah.
The question is, longer term, is there capacity in the overall supply chain that...
Oh, yes, the supply chain. But what of the supply chain, and what of the consumers, chat?
Coming back up again to absorb some of these packages. There's actually mixed opinions about that. So UPS delivers about 22 million packages per day. So the other rivals, private companies like a FedEx, a Pitney Bowes, there's other smaller companies, they certainly don't have the capacity to absorb all that in the near term. However, the U.S. Postal Service says it does have the capacity to absorb a lot of that. There's some estimates out there from a company, ShipMatrix, saying that the post office has the ability to deliver an additional 30 million packages per day. Obviously, that's more than 22 million. The question is the manpower.
Represented by a different union.
Or to sort it, to get it everywhere it needs to go. It's one thing to have the automation facilities, the room to store the packages. It's another thing to actually have the physical bodies to deliver them.
So to that end,
represented
Frank, what is the
by
union asking for exactly?
Different union, American Postal Workers Union.
Here, and what is UPS saying to the demands?
Well, the two sides go back to the negotiating table tomorrow in Washington, D.C. So really the sticking point when it comes down to it is the pay. The Teamsters, they would like to get more pay. Right now, one of the most contentious issues is the pay for part-time workers. The two sides have settled some issues when it comes to overall pay, work conditions, things like when it's hot or when it's too cold, and also getting the MLK.
Wait, no, name specifically what it is. Air conditioning in their trucks. No, say what it is specifically. Do you see how they're brushing over that? Do you see how they, oh my God. No, say it. AC in the trucks. Those fucking brown ovens on wheels.
Holiday off. The big sticking point right now appears to be part-time worker pay. UPS put out a statement saying they're willing to raise the amount that they're going to pay workers. But again, they are going back to negotiating table to hopefully avoid a strike. Both sides.
You see how they lift up the smaller parts of like the overall demands. They'll be like, yeah, it's all about like part-time workers want more pay. It's like, no, it's like there's like full-time workers and like people who have been working there for fucking years and years and years, like tenured fucking, veteran fucking workers that can't afford fucking basic necessities and shit. No, like it's not just about part-time workers, which they deserve to get paid more. Don't get me fucking wrong. But do you see how they do this? They do it the way that they do it for like the SAG-AFTRA strikes is try to make it all about the AI thing. They try like, yeah, they're protesting with the new rise of AI, blah, 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 blah. That's like, yeah, that's a big part of it, but it's not all of it. And it's not the parts that we really should be talking about, like direct pay, direct compensation. Direct compensation. And when we're talking about workplace environment, like the environment that you're working and spending most of your life in, it's really important to mention in the hottest summer in the history of the planet fucking Earth, or in recorded history anyway, the hottest summer ever recorded. They are just now making any grounds on possibly getting air conditioning in their fucking trucks. Just now. Like, it's not just something that you can brush over. That's very fucking serious.
Say they do want to avoid a strike, but the Teamsters, they've been very adamant about their desire to get better pay for their workers, specifically their part-time workers.
CNBC's Frank Holland with that important reporting.
See, and then they'll ask you, like, if say you work for the union, or you are a striking worker, or you're a worse off, even worse anyway, a union organizer or something like that. Like you're the head of the Teamsters. Like how much shit the head of the Teamsters get. We watched some bullshit on Friday with the head of the Teamsters getting interviewed by some fucking MSNBC host, just being ridiculous, trying to be like, how do you feel? Do you feel good about like possibly like putting bringing our supply chain to a complete halt, and the resulting effect that might have on consumers and customers? How do you feel about that? It's like, hello, do you think that anybody would want, they're a part of that same, I don't know if you know this, but people that are striking are a part of the same economy. So it's not like they're doing this to other people and they're just fine. They're doing just fine. They're part of the same economy. They buy groceries in the same economy. They buy gas in the same economy. They pay rent in the same economy. It's almost like if they are willing to do that to the economy that they exist within, it's almost like their living conditions, their fucking compensation that they get for all the value that they create in society is not fucking fair. It's almost like the situation they're in is that dire, where they are willing to to be that disruptive, which is, by the way, the fucking point of strikes. The disruption is the point. Otherwise, you don't have any way to exercise the actual power you have as a fucking worker. It's the only way that the working class has any leverage over the people who hold power in this society. The only way is creating disruption by withholding your labor. Because without that labor, there is no value in this society. There is no profit to be made, which we are seeing record profits in these companies. Oh my fucking God.
Thank you.
All right, let's keep it fucking moving. PBS NewsHour coverage. Let's check it out.
In 1 week, the contract between 340,000 unionized UPS workers and one of the largest package delivery companies in the world expires. Workers have overwhelmingly authorized a strike and say they're ready to walk if their union, the Teamsters, and UPS can't reach a deal. The labor dispute could lead to the largest strike in U.S. history against a single employer and cause massive economic disruption in the shipping industry and beyond. Stephanie Tsai is back with a report from Los Angeles on how the battle lines are being drawn.
Are we ready to fight?
This is the guy I'm talking about.
At an early morning rally outside a UPS facility, the leader of the Teamsters, Sean O'Brien, didn't pull any punches in the City of Angels.
Like, when in the same breath, liberals and conservatives can tell you they care about the middle class, and then in the same breath, disregard or even fucking talk down to workers. Using their collective action to fucking get something, to get fucking scraps. Like that's.
We are going to be the example on how it is to fight and take on a schoolyard bully.
Before talks broke down in early July, the union said many issues had already been resolved with the company. UPS agreed to end a two-tiered wage system for part-time drivers, new overtime rules, and improvements to keep drivers safe from extreme heat.
No, but see, NBC in the previous segment would have you think that it is still only about those part-time workers.
Including a commitment for AC in new package delivery vehicles and putting fans in existing trucks.
What are the remaining sticking points in this negotiation?
Completely economics. We've got 95% of the contract negotiated, all favorable for our members, no concessions.
Let's go.
And UPS just is balking at rewarding the people that make them the success that they are.
Yo.
Teamsters point to record UPS operating profits of $13.1 billion.
$13.1 billion record profits in 2022.
In 2022, and $12.8 billion in 2021, when home deliveries were an essential service.
Yep.
We've been working so hard for the past 3 years during COVID.
Chris Haro is a package delivery driver who has worked for UPS for 7 years.
Nobody wants to go on a strike. Nobody wants to stop working because everybody needs UPS. But at the same time, look what's happening with the company. Making all these profits and we're not getting none of the
boom, boom,
piece of the cake. It's not like we want everything. We just want what we
yes,
serve.
Queen. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Listen, I'm gonna run that back again.
Piece of the cake. It's not like we want everything. We just want what we deserve.
We don't even want everything. We just want what is fair. We just want, oh my God, we just want the fucking bare minimum. That's crazy. We just want to fucking like have some kind of dignity in our life. We just want to have like not be fucking worried about where our next fucking meal's coming from
UPS argues
while having a full-time job.
That its union employees are well compensated with healthcare benefits for full and part-time workers and full-time delivery drivers earning $95,000 a year on average.
They work 60 to 65 hours to make that money. That's all overtime. They make a lot of money, but they earn it. But they don't tell you about the part-timers when they're starting at $16 per hour.
More than half of UPS's unionized workforce is part-time, including package handlers and sorters in the warehouses. While UPS says it presented the union with a historic economic proposal, union leaders say wages for part-timers are too low given the hardships of the job. Glennis Sims is a part-time driver.
I think everybody should get a fair chance to reach top pay and get paid across the board equally, so if we have to stand up together, then I'm with that.
Teamsters have been holding rallies like this around the country and also performing practice pickets. They insist they will not negotiate beyond the July 31st deadline.
A spokesperson for UPS declined an interview request from the NewsHour, but in a statement said, "We need to work quickly to finalize a fair deal that provides certainty for our customers, our employees, and businesses across the country."
Notice how customers were first before employees.
We started these negotiations prepared to increase the already industry-leading pay and benefits we provide our full and part-time union employees, and are committed to reaching an agreement that will do just that. The last time UPS workers went on strike,
Yo, I need this shirt. Oh my God, bro. Yes. Oh my God. Hey, wussy boy. Hey, wussy boy, you ain't gonna be scabbing now, are you? You ain't one of them wussy boy scabs that I heard of. I love it. Oh my fucking God, dude. Legendary. I need this photo. It's mine now. Oh my fucking God. Beautiful.
In 1997, the 15-day action cost the company $850 million. Today, UPS handles about a quarter of all parcel deliveries in the U.S., and a 10-day strike could cost the economy more than $7 billion, according to one estimate.
No fear shirt? Yeah, probably, Ollie, huh?
Like small business owner Alex Detman. He sells antiques and collectibles on eBay and Etsy from his home in Minneapolis.
Wait. Oh, are they dedicating the last half of this to they're dedicating the last half of this to this. But what of the small business owners? No. But what of the small business owners? Oh. Oh my God, dude. Oh my fucking God.
$7 billion, according to one estimate. A strike would also affect millions of customers, like small business owner Alex Detman. He sells antiques and collectibles on eBay and Etsy from his home in Minneapolis.
The larger items, the heavier, bulkier boxes that I send really have to go UPS. You can ship them through the post office, but it can be twice as much, if not more.
Damn, well, that'd be crazy. Maybe the USPS, should get funded more. That's crazy. Damn, what if we gave the USPS more funding and didn't rely on all these private companies so fucking much? One. Also, two, okay, anybody with an ounce of fucking working class solidarity would understand that just like you need to make your money to survive, to put food on the table, to keep a roof over your head, you need to make money just like they do. Just like they do. Okay? Not everybody has their own fucking business. All right?
Well,
like let's remember that it takes capital to be able to do this. Like it takes capital and a certain amount of privilege to be able to start your own business. That should be different, sure. But in order for us to make a world where that's different, where more people have the ability to work for themselves and create their own businesses, we need to fucking hold to account these giant fucking corporations who make billions of dollars of profits while their workers who create that value make nothing. So it's like you can cry all you fucking want. But the reason why you have a small business is because you were already better off than a whole slew of other people. Have a little bit of fucking solidarity, because I guarantee you, you're not doing that much better, right? Like you can't, the money can't be that good to where you're willing to sell out your fellow fucking non 1%ers. You know what I mean? You are not among the top 1%. Listen, this dude's probably not even among the top 10%. Don't fucking sell out your fellow like lower class people. If UPS going on strike for a little while is going to have that much of an effect on your business.
And is sympathetic to the UPS union. He's concerned what a strike will mean for his business.
I think people will...
Then maybe, hey, yeah, if you're sympathetic, but you're concerned about your business, you should stand with the workers and be like, yo, UPS, make the right decision. I want to continue to use your company, UPS, but you got to pay your fucking workers a fair fucking wage.
Worry about all of the...
Or else the free market might end up doing its thing. Whatever happened to the free market? Whatever happened to caring about that then? Wouldn't this, like, if it's going to fucking hurt all of these, like, if it's going to hurt other businesses, if it's going to hurt UPS, well then it sounds like your business needs to go under and competition needs to, like, kick in, right? Where are all you capitalism enjoyers then? The fuck? Aren't you stoked for the competition to come in then and fucking swoop up all of those customers? To swoop up all of that? Like, why? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Exactly. I feel bad for the small businesses, but UPS are among the last remaining domestic companies that employ the American working class in mass, not the automotive company, not textiles. So yeah, real, a lot. Right. That's a good point, Ollie. A lot of, also Jane Doe, Converge enjoyer. Let's go. Based. A lot of jobs have been sent overseas, which conservatives claim to like, or hate anyway, excuse me, claim to hate. But like, what when you are talking about like one of an American company that employs a lot of fucking people, you should fucking care about how much money they're making, especially when their profits are so high. You should fucking care. And like this guy said, he sympathizes with the workers. Then that's it. That is what it is. Then UPS, not the workers, UPS, the people who have the money should do the right thing and not affect small businesses that rely on them, that just want to give them their money. These small businesses just want to give UPS their money. So maybe the higher ups at UPS should just do the right thing and give their workers what they want so that they can continue to accept this dude's money. It's simple as that. Why do we have to put this on the workers, on the unions? Why would the workers do this? I can't believe the unions would do this to all these small business owners.
Carriers, when is my item going to arrive? Is it going to get lost somewhere?
Like no smoke for for UPS on the basis of like, well, hey, how come there aren't more small business owners in their industry, in UPS's industry? UPS and FedEx and stuff like that are the biggest names. And DHL, they have the whole fucking market share. So wait, if you care about small businesses, don't you want to like fucking fuck up these huge companies? Especially when they're making so many billions of dollars in fucking profits?
And they'll just say, forget it. That means, you know, maybe a bad August for me and lots of other Etsy sellers.
A bad August. Well, sounds like you had enough money to be able to become a full-time Etsy seller in the first place. Okay? Okay? Like, let me put it this way. Let me put it this way for you. Like, the reason I was able to start streaming so much and become a streamer is because, well, I mean, maybe this is a bad example because I was already still poor, but I was making money off of making beats, and I had the ability to quit my main job and take a chance on going full-time as a creative person, working for myself, making music and stuff. Maybe this is a bad example because I was still well under the fucking poverty line at that time. So I don't know. The point I was gonna say, like, well, if it would be like me complaining. No, it's a bad example. If like Twitch staff like went on strike. Okay, bad example. Scratch all of that.
Supply chain experts say UPS risks losing market share to its competitors. In advance,
what? Small business owners?
Strike, FedEx is encouraging UPS customers to switch.
You get the point, though? Okay.
And the U.S.
Good.
Postal Service says it has the capacity to handle
whatever. I wanted to make a point, but I was like, bad example.
given to it.
The reality is that UPS drivers and the Teamsters Union have tremendous leverage.
Kent Wong is the director of the UCLA Labor Center.
The whole point of a strike is disruption.
Love how you just gave up. Listen, I ain't gonna try to sell you on a point that I don't, you know, that I'm not even sure on it. Okay, I know when to shut up.
Extract economic harm to the company in order for a more favorable deal at the bargaining table.
Wong points out that public support for unions is higher than it's been in decades, and strike strategies have worked recently, including for graduate student workers and LA school employees.
True.
When workers organize, when they take collective action, they generally win.
Organizers are
true, which is why we are seeing so much fucking momentum right now. Record levels of union approval. People fuck with unions. More and more people are unionizing their workplaces that were not unionized before. More and more people are joining the unions that do exist, that they do have the ability to join. More and more people outside of these unions support unions and support workers generally, using their collective power to fucking bargain for better working conditions and higher pay, especially in a time where these same companies are making billions of dollars of record profits.
Betting the momentum continues. On social media, the bold union actions, from Hollywood to hotels, are hashtagged Hot Labor Summer.
Let's go, baby.
And unions are showing solidarity. At the rally in LA, there were more screenwriters than UPS workers. Zev Frank, a member of the Writers Guild of America, has been...
That's called solidarity. Okay? That is what is called solidarity. And that is based.
Strike since May.
The same kinds of grievances that actors have, that writers have, that Teamsters in Hollywood have, that Teamsters in UPS have. There's a common through line. There's been a massive transfer of wealth upwards in this country, and the only way we're going to put an end to it is by organizing and coming out for one another in these displays of solidarity.
Real shit. No lies detected. No lies detected. No war but class war. No war but class war. What are you talking about? Eddie Burback? Hey, yo, who's that? Idea, a YouTube channel called Unionversity, where someone teaches how to unionize your workplace and why you'd want to. There are multiple organizations, none that I can really name off the top of my head right now. Well, More Perfect Union being one of them, but also who was AOC did fucking video games the other day with fucking Hassan and others, supporting an organization that does exactly that. I'm fucking trying to think. Somebody help me out. Come on, chat. I know one of y'all saw the streams. Come on, what was it? Fuck, I'll look it up. Fine. You're gonna make me look it up? All right, fine. I'll do it. Fine. Whatever. I'll fucking look it up myself then. Whatever. I don't need you anyways. Chat. Oh, thank you, no underscore. Yeah, this is the one. Chat solidarity. Chat is withholding their labor. Withholding their labor unless they get fair compensation. Oh no, wait, did no underscore just do a scab? Oh no, is no underscore a scab? Oh no. Organizer training, sign up emergency workplace organizing committee, analyzing your workplace. They offer training. They'll send you like a newsletter, or they'll send you like information on how to, like, steps to organize, like how to do it, give you resources, whatever, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I guess this is who AOC was like fundraising for with Azan or whatever, which I think is based as fuck. AOC on her return to Twitch and the politics of gaming. Nah.
Given the stakes of a possible strike, hundreds of business groups have urged the Biden administration to intervene, as it did recently.
No, don't. No, you keep the fuck out of it, Brandon.
To avert a rail strike. Union Chief Sean O'Brien firmly rejects the suggestion.
As he should, like a king. Giga
We'll
Chad.
settle our problem one way or the other. We're trying to be diplomatic, we're trying to be reasonable, but sometimes people don't want to listen.
In front of the crowd, the tone is far from diplomatic.
If you want to fight, put your helmets on and buckle your chin straps. It's a full contact sport.
At least some of the UPS workers sounded less combative.
Don't take me wrong, this is a great company. We get paid really well. We get really, really good benefits, everything.
Put your bibs on, chat. We're gonna eat the rich.
I love the company, but we deserve more for the hard work we've been doing for a long time.
Get your little wet wipes ready.
With 1 week until the deadline, negotiations between Teamsters and UPS are resuming tomorrow. A sign a deal may still be reached. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Stephanie Tsai in Los Angeles.
Wussy boy. Fucking awesome, dude. Wussy boy. All right, let's go to More Perfect Union to talk about this.
Unionized, and we were asking for more and they let us go. That's not right. I'm striking because we are all working class people.
Based! Fuck! Based.
We work hard. We deliver Amazon packages. Amazon
is eating the rich vegan tofu. No comment.
Needs to take care of us more. Amazon needs to respect us more.
Yes. In a really long, indirect way, yes, it is.
Amazon, the nation's largest single employer.
Eating the rich is the one case in which you do not need consent for the eating, for the consuming, okay? Because they did not ask for your consent when they fucked you over as the working class, right?
Represents the Mount Everest for the modern labor union movement. Smaller unions have worked to organize the mega monolith, but Amazon's sheer size has a bigger force eyeing it as well. Enter the International Brotherhood of Teamsters.
It actually saves the animals on the planet to eat the rich. Yeah.
Amazon has been beating up on American worker for too long, and our government has been letting them do it, and it needs to stop.
The Teamsters made their first successful foray into unionizing Amazon in April, winning a contract for 84 workers in Southern California. Then, Amazon fired them all. But workers are fighting back, setting up a clash between one of America's biggest unions and largest employers.
So we started unionizing, well, actually last year. There's a petition going around to make changes to the working conditions here.
When I first got pregnant, I was scared to tell them that I was pregnant because of the fact that I heard they fired someone and a few people quit because of miscarriages.
Oh my God.
So I didn't let them know until 4 months that I was pregnant, let alone with twins. And they still didn't do anything to help me out with delivering the packages. I was still carrying 40 pounds, 30 pounds.
When it's 100 degrees, it's 115 to 125 in the back. Going back there to grab a package and you're looking for it for 3 minutes, it's just not safe.
One time I thought I almost passed out. My whole body was tingling and I had to pull over, go to a CVS and get electrolytes. They gave me about 30 minutes to get back to delivering. They didn't send no one out to help me or anything. I had to continue the whole day with all the packages that I had, feeling that way.
We're not asking for much. We're asking for better pay, benefits, better, safer work environments. We come in the desert, it gets triple digits. Most vans don't have AC.
A couple months ago, back in April, we had a couple leaders here within our group at BTS that got together with the owner and started discussing some kind of changes that needed to be made. So they reached out to the Teamsters. Late April, we had a vote. We all pretty much voted unanimously to unionize, and not too soon after we unionized, an Amazon employee member came up to us and started telling us that we were officially terminated, or our contract was going to be terminated as of then.
Personally, it was a stab in the back. I've worked with those guys for 3 years, and for them to let us go like the way they did, regardless of us going union or not, they didn't care about us, they cared about that package going out.
Massive corporations like Amazon use subcontractors to hire many of their workers. It's a way of cutting costs and avoiding responsibility. Corporations have contended that because they don't directly sign their checks, they don't count as their employers. The National Labor Relations Board argues otherwise, especially for companies that control so much of these workers' day-to-day lives.
We wear their uniforms, we drive their vans. Our owner can hire us for their so-called third-party companies, their DSPs, but yet Amazon could fire us without our owner knowing. They'll give him the courtesy of sending out an email. So Amazon is our employer. They help us load our vehicles from time to time. They give us our routes. They dictate the routes. We need any changes made to our routes. Amazon is the one who handles that. They control pretty much every aspect of our working lives.
For the first time, some Amazon drivers and dispatchers are striking in the U.S., and that includes here in California. They walked out of their delivery facility in Palmdale today, demanding Amazon bargain with them. The 84 drivers on strike have already negotiated and ratified a contract with Amazon's delivery service partner, Battle Tested Strategies. However, Amazon refusing to honor that contract.
The Teamsters have since expanded their picket line to 7 different sites in 4 states.
It's an unfair labor practice. It started in Palmdale, California, and because it's the same company, we have the right to extend that picket line in support of that ULP.
They took the picket.
Oh my God, chat, real quick. Oh, you can't fucking see it. Oh, fuck, you can't see it. This is Obama Runts. I just wanted to share that with you. This Obama Runts.
The lines cross country to New Jersey, Connecticut, and Michigan.
We're extending the picket line because
Thanks, Obama.
we can go anywhere. We can take this fight anywhere they want to take it.
It's called, really this strain is Obama Runts.
I've been a part of 3 extension pickets so far.
Okay.
And to see the movement grow at each and every one of them in support of those 396 members.
The Teamsters have Obama here with us. We want as much support as we can because we need Amazon workers nationwide to jump on board to realize that we have their back. We might be out of a job, not be considered Amazon employees to Amazon, but we're still here. We're still going to fight.
Hey, Little Bear. Where I'm at, my coworkers, we're a family. We've just
How's it going?
extended our family. And this is not just here in New Jersey, in California, up north. It's everywhere.
Having the solidarity, the unity, the Teamsters on our side, it's hard to explain. It gives me chills just talking about it.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That makes me feel so fucking good seeing so many people So many people just be so hyped on the fucking labor movement. Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go, dude. All right, now let's go over to the Majority Report. Sam Cedar and gang. Labor is rising.
7 days away from a potential Teamster strike, like 300,000 UPS workers. The UAW is starting to get into negotiations with the automakers over electric vehicles. Of course, the car makers want to make that, some way non-union, that they're producing. It's a different type of car, so we don't need union workers or whatever it is. Here is a clip from Norwood, Massachusetts, a UPS facility and we're starting to see this. They're doing mock strikes, practice strikes. Here are the UPS workers in Local 25, basically staging a tiny work action, which is of course a shot across the bow. Check this out. This is apparently in the morning. There is a pre-work communication meeting last Friday.
Trying to find what Amazon pays its EU workers, because they pay them more, but I can't find it because Amazon has an Irish office.
I don't know do we know specifically if the UPS official was basically talking about the potential for a strike or not, but
not sure about that. I can look into that, but not sure.
But check this out. They're sending a message here.
Oh yeah, I seen this. This is okay. Do not underestimate somebody. I could hear all the goofy ass liberals and the fucking haters out there in the world go calling them petty or whatever. Do not underestimate the what's the word I'm looking for? The emotional, and I guess for lack of a better term off the top of my head, psychological effect that this type of thing has on management, on managers. When your whole team, a lot of these people are probably your friends too. You work with them every day, even though you're a manager, you're their direct report or their higher up or whatever. Also ultimately you're just doing this because you just want to make money at the end of the day. You're not making fucking $13.1 billion in record profits as a manager at UPS. No, you're just you're just doing what you're told, right? So this turning your back and just completely showing zero respect, I guess, you know what I mean? Or showing disappointment, collective disappointment, physically to your manager while they're trying to hold a meeting or something. That do not underestimate the power that can have. This is like Sam said, this is absolutely a shot across the bow and a glimpse of what's to come. Do you know the moral battle that this guy right here trying to have a meeting with this whole team right here, the fucking internal moral battle this dude is having now? This dude, his whole day is ruined. He's gonna go home, he's gonna eat dinner, he's gonna feel weird, he's gonna fucking think about it when he's going to bed that night. Straight up.
They've all got their backs.
Checking their phones.
Yeah. They got their backs to the
this is way too tight.
I mean, imagine being on this job, what an educational moment this is. I love the propaganda.
Hell yeah, VIP. Everybody go follow Little Bear.
Yep.
Go follow.
Look what we can do.
Little Bear does a lot of cool, awesome things for the Hasanabe community. Go follow.
It's disrespecting your boss for a cause.
Honestly, team bonding.
We gotta start doing this in the morning.
Yeah, y'all should do this to Sam.
Yeah, you guys are never on your phone during the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting my phone out.
I mean, that's a labor action. When we do that, that's...
Yo, what the fuck? Little Bear. What the hell? Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you so much for the 5. If you got a gifty from Little Bear, please make sure to thank them. That is very, very kind of you. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a
very
labor
kind.
action. Sam.
Meanwhile, in LA, central LA area, McDonald's workers have been
Very
dealing
kind of you. Thank you
with
so much.
extreme temperatures in their restaurant. I mean, if you ever work on a on a grill or near a fry cooker,
I've
in
been
general,
here.
the heat coming off it is pretty strong. But in
For
weather like
McDonald's.
this, it's a nightmare.
Listen, I used to work. Well, I think they're kind of talking about something a little bit different now, but I used to work for FedEx as a dock worker. That's how I'm what's it called? Forklift certified. I used to drive around the forklifts and load and unload trucks, and sometimes drive the big trailers around the yard and like park them in different places and different doors or whatever to be unloaded or loaded or whatever. Those fucking things, when they're sitting out in the sun, sitting out in the fucking sun all fucking day, you open them shits up. And if you have to, for example, there would be situations where you have to get the most out of each trailer, you have to try to stack them as high and tight as possible, right? To like fill up as much of the space as possible that is within reason, safety standards, right? Because certain types of weight or certain amounts of weight placed in certain ways could like be bad for the trailer. It could be dangerous. But as much as possible, you stack high and tight. So say if a package goes missing and you're trying to open and close like a bunch of trailers to like look for a package that accidentally got loaded on the wrong truck, and you need to figure out where it's going so that it can get sent to the right place, so that it doesn't get sent like to a different state and it's just everything's fucked. Who goes up in those trucks with this much space between the load itself and the hot metal ceiling after it's been sitting in 90-degree weather all day? People like Tofu Ghost used to back in the day crawl up in that shit and fucking try to peek in between all like the cracks in all of the big pallets of boxes or whatever the fuck it is. Sometimes even hazardous materials. And see like, oh, where's the shipment number? And like, so I can like scan the shipment number to see if this is the right shipment that is being looked for, so that we can track it and either reroute it on this truck or pull out the whole fucking load of this truck so that we can get this one package and put it on the right truck that it's supposed to go. There's all this kind of crazy like specific shit that goes into the process. That's one example of, imagine being in a fucking trailer, a metal trailer that is packed to the top with only about this much left of space, and you have to get up in there to go investigate like missing packages. Like, people get fucking hurt. People get fucking hurt. People pass the fuck out. And if you don't know, if you don't have somebody watching you at the opening of the truck behind you, if you don't tell someone ahead of time that you're gonna go in this truck to look for that package, and you just go in there and you get hurt and you get stuck, you pass out, you're fucked. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They'll probably lock the fucking trailer up and send your ass to fucking Fresno or something. Like, dude, it's incredibly dangerous. It's incredibly dangerous. That on top of all of the anti-union movies that we would have to like sit down and be like, all right, 30 minutes before your shift, you have to fucking sit and watch this video, you know, about how unions are bad, or of mandatory meetings on the dock where they have everybody exactly like this. Literally looks exactly like this. Where like, see, all these people are sorting all these boxes and stuff. It was a little bit different because I used to work for freight, so it wasn't like sorting. It was like big things, like big, you know, giant, I don't know, heavy stuff that like needs a forklift to be like put onto big 18-wheelers or whatever. But the meetings would be exactly like this, just like a big huddle on the dock where all the trucks are. And just like force you to stand there and talk about why the unions are actually like harassing you when they approach you to talk to you about unionizing, and they're trying to steal money from you via union dues. And like, you should let management know if you get approached by the union, or if somebody at work is talking about unionizing, because that's harassment. And you should let us protect you, help us protect you from their harassment.
A comment specifically that somebody sent me from Bob about Bob's Burgers. And the thing that
okay, did I fast forward too fast or too far? God damn it. Did we see that already?
In general, the heat coming off it is pretty strong.
This is where he paused.
In weather like this, it's a nightmare.
Horrible.
And check this out. They're walking out.
We will buy you an Xbox. Please, no union.
That's so cool.
And I mean, they're doing that. Like,
think of all the things that you could buy for yourself, all the nice treats that you could buy for yourself if you saved the money that you would be spending in union dues.
Very clearly
think of all the treats you could have
themselves, obviously, but that will have a benefit for customers, because I'll say, as like a grill guy who's been working at a McDonald's when the AC's gone out, you don't want McDonald's workers sweating over the grill.
Oh God,
or sweating over, like, it gets gross back there fast. It's so hot, and people sweat. The amount of sweating I did working on a grill for McDonald's, people would be really grossed out by it. You need to have air conditioning.
Matt's like, I want this to be clear. I sweat so much.
He's like, no, seriously, I sweat in so many burgers.
Sweat into your food.
I remember those days as like a junior in high school and working a summer at McDonald's in Bismarck, and just looking over.
Oh, not Bismarck.
Like, it's horrible. And like, I think about that every time I would, like, to this day, you go into a fast food place and it doesn't have the AC working. They should shut down until they fix that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, again, strikes going on this very day. SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild are picketing. They've wrapped up in the East Coast. They're starting in an hour, I think, in the West Coast. I saw I think on Exeter, or whatever we're calling it these days. I saw a
what? Exeter? I was like, what the fuck is that?
Meant specifically that somebody sent me from Bob about Bob's Burgers, and the thing and I really, it's very strange.
Exeter. I don't even know.
Tweeted from the picket lines the other day, and just attracted all of these weird right-wing accounts out of the blue, almost saying very similar things, anti-union stuff. And it made me start to think, I wonder if these studios are paying, they've got somebody's list, and they're paying people for this. I mean,
I thought you were about to say just more anti-Semitism, because that's what happens.
No, that's what was also really odd about it, because it was a break in the enormous amounts of anti-Semitism I got, which made me suspicious. Like, wait a second.
What's wrong here?
Well, I'm getting all of this critique, and like, no one's calling me a Jew. That's weird. But I went and looked at the accounts, and they all sort of like look, there are people who get hired to get paid to send out messages. I mean, they're not just bots; they're real accounts. But the interesting thing is this: is like, and I've seen this many times where people are saying, like, you're a standard writer, let's say, on a show, and I'm no longer a member of the WGA, and I was never a staff writer. Gets paid something like the minimum, I think, is maybe $4,500, maybe $7,500. On a network show. The number of writers who get staffed on a network show relative to the other 11,000 people in the union is tiny. The problem is that, much of the business has gone on to streaming and this and that. And then the ability to sort of like work for years and years as a staff writer is so minimal. It's very much a business where you make a lot of money in a short period of time, and then you go long periods without making any money. And then you make a lot of money in a short period of time. That is the nature of acting and writing for the overwhelming majority of people in these unions. 160,000 members of SAG. Overwhelmingly, it is not the people that the names you recognize who this strike is about. I mean, the irony,
which liberal media and conservative media will do everything they can to not let you think otherwise. They want you to think it's like all these actors in Hollywood, they make millions of dollars. Like, what the fuck? How look, the hypocrisy. They want more. Classic liberal Hollywood, they want everything.
That people don't seem to understand is that those people who are making a ton of money in this business, and there are some, without a doubt, actors who make a ton of money.
And their solidarity is worth a lot too. Okay? Because the bigger names have more eyes on them. So their support is very much fucking needed. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I mean? Shouts out to to everybody standing in solidarity.
There are some, if you get lucky, you're on a show for 15 years or 10 years or 5 years even. It can be lucrative. Not as much if you're on a streaming show, frankly. But nevertheless, those people are supporting the strike. Those are the people who the union does not really provide much for them at this point in their career. The union provided for them when they were in the early stages of their career, where they were just getting by and maybe would make 25 grand a year and qualify for, health insurance, not free, but really low cost, relatively speaking, where they would be protected in that you're not
Tofu for partner on Twitch, never happening. What's up, Mayor McCheese?
Audition 10 times, although they have really, the producers have really sort of abused that, it seems to me. But nevertheless, the
reactionary tofu ghost,
the people who are making a ton
reactionary
of money
streamer
in these industries, they had no reason to strike except for solidarity. That's the thing that people don't seem to understand, to the extent that this is legitimate criticism. People who are making $7 grand a week on a consistent basis, they're not the ones who are driving this strike.
Yeah.
They only have stuff to lose. It is
so fucking dumb they won't partner you. I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know. I agree. I mean, the fuck? But hey, it is what it is, I guess. Tis what it is, I guess.
It is the tens of thousands of others.
I can already apply for partner, but I'm scared it's too quick and I doubt they will partner me, to be honest. How many times have you applied? I applied like 2 or 3 times. And it's always the same thing. It's like it's reactionary content. They say that it's like they don't like React content, even though most of their biggest streamers are just chatting streamers that do React content. Like, I don't know. But it's the politics thing. It's purely the politics thing. Because if I did React content, doing any other type of React content, if we were just doing Jubilee all day, it would be different. But it's that we talk about politics, which is why Gremlo, J Marianne, and such won't get partnered either.
These two unions that don't get that amount of money, who barely squeak by.
Which is funny because there's like people who are partnered who I do considerably better numbers than, and like I have like the organic subscriber thing. Like if I was, when they first announced that what's it called, the Partner Plus program, I think it's called, the Partner Plus program, where if you meet like 300 concurrent subs organically, not Prime, not gifted, you qualify for 75-25, I think it was, or 70-30, I don't remember. But I was a lot closer to qualifying for that than a lot of like partnered people that like I thought were a lot bigger, which was like really surprising to me. So like even though like my numbers are pretty well, like pretty good for how like little amount of time that I've been streaming, they won't give it to me. So it is what it is. It's 350. Oh, okay.
Who and
tis what it is.
Let's be honest here. Like if you don't have 500 actors willing to go unpaid to audition, sometimes multiple times for these shows, you're not going to find that one actor. That one actor is the one who makes the money, but everybody puts their labor in to get that one actor there. I mean, that's the dynamic. It's a weird dynamic in that industry.
It's so interesting too, because I saw Jennifer Garner, like famous actress, posted some long thing in support and solidarity with SAG-AFTRA, and I just was curious, so I clicked on the comments, and most of them, I mean, this is on Instagram, but most of them were like, this hurts other workers. My husband works on lighting. And they all seem, to your point, like pretty. I'm sure in many instances those are some of people's like real experiences and stuff, but it's interesting how like because she or other famous rich actors speak out, that's used against them, when in fact, but
we talked about this already. Like that's not an argument. That's not an actual argument.
The fact is that they're using their platform to get the word out about
after minimum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These,
like it is in your best interest if you are in an industry that like somehow indirectly relies on another industry that might be striking. It is in your best interest where you might see like a couple months of like declining profits or whatever, or like jobs, like understandably, right? But like here's the thing, it is in your best interest for those industries to be healthy and those workers to be paid well so that they continue to do their jobs and do them well, so that you can continue to rely on the other industries that you use for your industry. Like it is in everyone's best interest.
Shows.
And
it's not an actual argument. That's why I think most of the time when that kind of talking point is invoked, it's in bad faith.
And
like
her career was all, has played out. She's getting residuals because, she got in to this industry at a time where it hadn't changed. She's got everything to lose and nothing to gain in that situation.
Totally.
And supporting people who are just as bad off.
Yeah, strikes harm strikers too, dog. Exactly what I said. Yeah, exactly. That's a huge point that people forget. That's what I said earlier, that like people act like the people striking are not in this like living in the same economy that these other consumers and other industries and other workers also live within. Like they all live in the same economy. And if the economy, if the supply chain stops, and it thus adversely affects the economy at large, like they suffer from that too, because they live in the same country, the same economy. It's so fucking stupid. It's almost as if the alternative is like the reason why they're doing that is bad, right? It's worth it. It's worth it. Anyway,
through this strike, as those other things, but you're also seeing like a Yahtzee, the stagehands are voted to authorize a strike. I'm very suspect.
I think they came to a tentative deal though.
Where is their comments about the $200 million that these?
Well,
CEOs
they averted the strike. I just want to make.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they averted the strike with a tentative deal.
they did.
Yeah, the Broadway ended up coming to an agreement with them after they threatened. So good for the whatever the Broadway producing.
And they are probably able to get that deal, or that tentative deal anyway, because of the fear that of them striking in a time where they would have tons of solidarity. You know what I mean? And absolutely the means to really bring it to them, like the infrastructure and the funding, like the strike funds to be able to last a long time and do real damage, to create a real disruption. Like they probably were willing to come to that tentative deal, tentative as it may be. They were probably able to come to that deal quickly as they did because of the fact that these other strikes are already happening and all this other labor movement is already, popping off. Honestly, now is the time to ask for big things and threaten strikes. Exactly. You have this movement. You have a cross-industry solidarity. You have all of the backing. That's why it's important. That's why it's important for sure. What's up, Car Talk? How's it going? A lot of overhead in New York if they're not putting on shows and making money too. This is one of the closest sector-wide strikes I've been around for.
No, not IATSE, the union, but like even the management or whatever, that they were much more acquiescent to what IATSE was asking for. So
I think maybe in part because they're watching, they're seeing this go on. They're seeing people being serious about this stuff.
And like something like Broadway has much less margin for error financially if there was to be a work stoppage.
Yep, that's a good point too.
Oh, I also want to just shout out A24, the studio, which is one of the few that I don't watch a lot of movies, but I love horror movies, so I like A24, and apparently they're able to continue production because they accepted the union demands, which
based.
Do that.
No, that's based.
I think independent
that's
film,
super fucking based
studio in the country, and also
film buffs are rejoice, rejoice.
Don't miss any
class conscious film buffs. Rejoice.
Thing that A24
I
puts
see
out.
pretty much anything. Yeah.
Highest quality, all the time.
If I see a horror trailer, I'm not shocked that looks interesting. I'm not shocked to see A24 at the end of it.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, chat. Chat. Next up. I'm going to skip this because it's already 3:30 a.m. So I want to get into fun stuff. Let's watch this Steve video. It's short, so I think it's just an announcement. So we'll check that out first. Then let's watch this new Urban Rescue Ranch video. And I also have new Shy, oh my God, we need this to be the new meta. We'll talk about this later. There's also this Gwar Tiny Desk concert. I think that could be silly. But definitely Urban Rescue Ranch, Steve Wallace, and probably this Shy video. Also, we could do some gaming if we have time. But here's the thing, chat. It's been more than an hour since our last ad break. So we're gonna run an ad. And here at the Tofu Ghost broadcast, when we run ads, we run them while the streamer is away from the stream. That way, even if you are unsubscribed to the channel, you don't miss out on any of the content. However, if you would like to support the stream, support me, the streamer, and get access to cool Tofu Ghost emotes as well as an ad-free viewing experience, all you gotta do is subscribe for $4.99 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account, if you have one, to your Twitch account. Or let's say you're already subscribed to the channel and you're feeling generous and you have the means to. Maybe consider gifting a sub to one of our friends in the chat, one of our comrades in the community that may not be able to afford a sub this month. That way they may also be able to enjoy the Tofu Ghost emotes and an ad-free viewing experience. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Don't you go anywhere. BRB. Okie dokie. We're back. We're so back. Oh my gosh. We're so back. All right, let's get back into it, huh? Let's get into the comfy content. No more politics. Politics is cringe. All my homies hate politics. Fuck politics. Politics streamers are cringe. All my homies hate politics streamers. Exclamation point watching in the chat if you would like a link to any of the videos we've watched tonight or will watch. Also, exclamation point listening in the chat if you like the music that we're listening to. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get into some comfy content. Oh my god, before I do so though, chat, look at this thing that I got, okay? I got this new thing. New John Hinckley, the debut John Hinckley record on vinyl. Out under Asbestos Records. The man, John Hinckley. You know I had to grab this. Because I genuinely actually think his music is very sweet and very wholesome. And also, he tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan, if you don't know who John Hinckley Jr. is. Okay. The new record by John Hinckley. I copped that. Little show and tell. Little show and tell. Absolute legend. His only mistakes is he didn't finish the job. My only critique. My critique, if I were Anthony Fantano and I had to critique, my only critique would be that he shouldn't have missed. If only his aim was as good as his tunes. Exactly. When I was a little girl, my father brought me a CD signed by him, and I was like, "Who the fuck is? Wait, really? Wait, signed by him? Like, that's fucking amazing. That's sick. Wait, that's sick. Hell yeah." All right, keep it moving. Going to Nova Scotia. A little announcement video from Steve Wallace, and then a new urban rescue ranch. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, just a quick update here. I'm headed to Nova Scotia.
Oh.
My mom is in intensive care in a hospital out there, and so I have to head out. I don't know what's going to happen this week as far as videos.
What's up, Opinits?
But and I know there's always something going on like this.
Damn, man.
I don't like it any more than you guys do. So, you know,
Poor Steve.
I'm jumping on the red-eye flight tonight, and there probably won't be a video this Thursday. I'm really hoping that everything goes well, and when I'm out there, I could probably film some videos of different province. But for now, I don't know. My house has been leaking pretty badly too, because we're half through like construction on it.
Oh damn!
And the rain just pours in, and it's rainy season, so I've got some people out here trying to take care of that. They'll be watching the place. They'll be taking care of garbage, and garbage is actually in his catio right now because we're airing the place off from all the rain. Right, Garbage?
Oh, Garbage is the name of his cat? Oh.
Say hi to the world.
Oh. Big Stretch. Oh, Big Stretch. Oh, hi.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's Garbage. And, yeah, no, we've made good progress on the place. But, of course,
the catio. That's fucking awesome. So the cat can, like, go outside and, like, enjoy the sun, the outdoors.
I got other stuff on the go here, so
that's fucking cool.
Stay tuned. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you updated.
Oh man. Oh god, Jesus Christ! Instant vibe change. Instant vibe change. Damn. Well, sending love to Steve. He's had a lot to deal with over the years, so hopefully he's able to get back to making videos for us. He has become too powerful. Is this the baby? Oh god, the baby.
Oh good. But they're fighting with Kevin. Slow man's oh sweet womp. Look at those folds. Oh my god. Not normal wild owl behavior. Skip it up and down. I'll just get 50 crocodiles. Pay for what you did to them capybaras. Good morning, everybody. It's a new day. I got another call about a little baby screech owl that was here in Waco.
Wow.
Are you okay?
He ate shit.
Baby screech owl that was here in Waco. Oh my god. Are you okay, Biggerton? Why are you so excited today? But today, somebody in Belmead, which is right by Waco, found a little baby screech owl that was concussed
so cute.
last night. It just doesn't stop, does it? But good morning, Big Owls. Buddy's probably concussed and dehydrated, so we're gonna have to give him a little bit of water or inject some fluid, and then give him some food and put him in a dark little area until we can take him to All Things Wild. This flight pen is basically done, and I haven't fenced in the bottom yet, but this is basically twice as big as the Fox enclosure, and we're gonna be able to have tons of little owls in here whenever this boy is finally
Hydrate time.
done. The
Hydrate
pigeons
time.
love
Hydrate
to
time.
hang out here and eat
Drink some water.
seeds, and they'll regularly go on laps around the property throughout the day. Also, I'm waiting for the lady that found the owl to send me a dang address. so I can go get them. The Cappies are doing well, and I finally figured out how to use the sprinkler system again. And only a couple of the sprinklers are broken back here. Good morning, DaBaby. How are you today, my beautiful baby boy? She is also
Big
very
stretch.
friendly now, and she lets me shake her little hand. I don't know how the goats keep getting in here, but they're fighting with Kevin now. It's annoying.
Hey, it's me, Purple Boy. I ate the yellow guy. Please like this video right now.
But this is a couple hours in the future, you guys. This pond is already looking a little bit better now that the geese are gone. But this is my main pond. As you can see, it's doing much nicer. Also, look at that. Whoa, look how clear the water is now, you guys. And look at all the cichlids. And there's my catfish. But this is my other pond, you guys, and I'm still waiting on Aquascape to get back to me on potentially redoing this one as well. And because Petunia was getting
I'd love to do this for a living, rescue animals and doing content about them. Do it.
Here by the pond full time now.
And potentially dangerous. Oh, DaBaby, please stop. Oh, these guys are really
Oh my god, what is he doing? DaBaby, no.
DaBaby, please stop. Oh, these guys are really uppity today. Look at him chase them around. That's so funny. Kevin does not like the goats. Look at him. He just headbutted Kevin right in the chest. And also to everyone who says, oh, Uncle Ben, that's a really nice emerald green pond you have there. They have nice clean water right here at all times. Kevin and this little guy are really going at it, and I have a feeling that Kevin might lose this battle. Good morning, Kevin. Have you been getting bullied by the ram, sir? Have you been getting bullied by that goat buck, Kev? Obviously, as you can see, the goats are supposed to be in here. Kevin really doesn't like this bad boy. Look at, oh, they're going at it, you guys. Oh, do you see that fish jump back there? All right, time for Uncle Ben to intervene. Get out of here, DaBaby. No, get out. All the animals are going crazy today. Be gone, Kevin, be gone. The fish are thriving in here. Oh my gosh, they're just jumping in the water. Good thing it's really shallow.
Oh, sweet wampum.
There and she just jumped in it. All right, guys, that's it. I'm sick of these goats. Time to do some drastic measures. First, I'm gonna let these guys.
What?
Come on, come back
Monka.
inside. Come on. All right, you get in there. No, DaBaby, you stay out. This little man's dude,
Oh my
scratched
god.
me real good just there. Boy scratched me real good just there, didn't he? Didn't he, DaBaby? Got me real good. Oh, come on back, DaBaby. Come on back. Don't you want to keep fighting? It's embarrassing to have to explain these to people. But look, guys, we finally have pecans coming from this tree.
How'd you get that cut? Oh, my kangaroo DaBaby did that to me.
Okay, I fixed this fence again, but we really need to put some actual panels.
Oh, you're
on
weird.
These guys don't keep breaking out, but I'm
Stay
planning
away
to
from
rehome
me.
these guys, just like I rehomed the geese to a lovely home. As you can see, Donald Trump, Obama, and their baby are thriving.
I forgot that those are, oh my fucking god, dude.
Geese to a lovely home. As you can see, Donald Trump, Obama, and their baby are thriving.
This is to end their baby. Donald Trump, Obama, and their baby.
In my buddy's private pond. They have infinite food, water, and fresh grass to eat. And I saw tons of little fish that they can also hunt. What is this, you guys? Also, can somebody in the comments tell me what this is? I think it's some kind of egg sack, and these were everywhere around the pond. Here's another one for reference. Now that I finally figured out how to use.
Ew, if you don't know what the fuck it is, especially if you think it's a fucking egg sack, why the fuck would you fucking do that? Why would you touch it? Ew.
Use the sprinkler system again. I say give me 1 or 2 weeks before all this stuff is looking decent again.
The
And because
fuck,
the geese are
man?
gone, I should be able to take care of this water a little bit better. Also, for some reason, my chickens will get stuck in here and they won't know how to get out. So I have to scare them out of here so they don't die.
Snail eggs?
Good
Really?
morning, Paptwick. As you can see, his head is much
Oh,
better
Patrick
now. and he's
Bateman.
very happy. Oh, a nice big rig. I walked around with him for about 2 hours last night while I was checking on all the sprinklers. It took a while. And the foxes are also doing very well.
Oh,
Pretty
I
soon, though,
love
we
the
are
gray
gonna have to start
foxes.
teaching them how to eat live food, which is going to be sad. I'm probably not going to film a lot of that. So I'm going to be starting them off with small things like quail and ideally rats that we catch on the property. And I'm sure we'll be able to catch tons, but if we can't catch any, I'm probably going to need to go buy some. And that will be essential for me to be able to release them because if they don't live hunt, they're just going to die in the wild or go up to people's doors and look for cat food. But first I'm going to go ahead.
He has to like be mean to them now. He can't pet them anymore and stuff because he has to like make sure that they are afraid of humans. it sucks because they're so cute and I want to hug them and kiss them.
Disinfect my cuts from the baby? Oh, nothing like driving to Belmead, Texas. Why's the GPS taking me here? Right off the bat, there's a cat, and that's probably what happened to the owl. Man, those people were cool. They gave me a tour of their house. From what I understand, we get more calls from the city, not just because there's more people, but because there's more incidents that occur between people's animals and wildlife. As you can see, here's the little...
Oh my God!
90% of these animals that are orphaned or injured are injured because of people or their animals.
Eepy! So eepy.
Are probably getting hit by a car. Something related to the city. Now, other people make the argument, hey, why are you doing wildlife rehab? Shouldn't you just let nature take its course?
No. Bro, talk about nature doing its course, bitch. Have you seen civilization? Have you seen like what humans have created? Yo, discount Seth Rogen. Thank you so much for 10 months. Let's go.
5 Sickle Mason 10 Hyperoben Emape 1 Flavortown.
True, I'm always saying this. True. Also, what's with the Circle A logo? Based? Based? Yo, thank you so much for 10 months discount, Seth Rogen. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well.
And I understand that argument completely. Oh, I thought the same. But people only end up finding these animals in the city where they're getting attacked by dogs, cats, and cars. So,
yeah. Oh, I don't know. Why does that happen? Is that natural?
I think it's a part of stewarding our natural resources as well. I think it's
based.
Almost necessary to help out the animals that have been orphaned or injured because of human intervention.
Based.
Okay, I'm gonna take this adorable precious in.
Oh my God.
All right, everybody.
Oh my God. Bro, it can barely open its eyes. It's so cute. It's just like me for real. It's just like me for real. So stoned. My guy off the Zaza. I knew I loved this guy. Zaza smoker confirmed.
Talking quietly because this little fella is very clearly injured. At the very least,
baby.
A little bit dehydrated. As you can tell, this is not normal wild owl behavior.
Yeah, he seems like not doing well.
Right to All Things Wild so we can get an x-ray on him because I don't know what's wrong with him, honestly. He might just be dehydrated. So Uncle Ben's going to take him down to All Things Wild and we're going to show you guys exactly...
Bro, he's got the Furby eyes. Blinking at different times and shit.
What they would do. And we'll get some hands-on experience doing the fluid injection. Because they can do a better job.
Yeah, he said Pepe W for real.
They have all of their permits. Okay, I just drove about an hour and a half to transport this little guy to All Things Wild. I just got some news that filming the animals that are currently under my rehab or care might not be allowed under Texas's provision.
But this would also mean that every rehab with a social media account is breaking the law.
Having said that, there's not a single rehab facility that I know of that doesn't post videos on their Facebook or Instagram. And because nobody gets government funding, I don't know what other way people would go about getting donations.
Wait. What? Hold on.
An hour and a half to transport this little guy to All Things Wild. I just got some news that filming the animals that are currently under my rehab or care might not be allowed under Texas's provision.
But this...
Okay, so much for Texas being all free and shit. The fuck? Wait. So you can't film the animals that are under your care? Why? Texas doesn't let you film the animals for what? A permittee shall not allow the viewing, exhibit, or display. Oh, like a zoo. Exhibit to display. The viewing, exhibit, or display to the public of animals possessed under a rehabilitation permit, unless specifically authorized by permit provision. So it's just like a technicality. They just need to change that wording. They just need to change that wording so that basically in order to like differentiate a rehabilitation center from a zoo, probably for tax purposes, but they need to update that. Obviously, they need to update that. That's crazy. But like he said, there's like every rehab place that he knows uses social media, and I feel like there's tons of like shelters that have social media accounts, and like like how else are they going to get people to donate to them?
Doesn't mean that every rehab with a social media account is breaking the law.
Having said that, there's not a single rehab facility that I know of that doesn't post videos on their Facebook or Instagram. And because nobody gets government funding, I don't know what other way people would go about getting donations. And technically, this little guy isn't under my permit. He's just a little owl that's injured. That
Oh
I'm
my God.
transporting. I can film him legally all I want. The thing is, though, I shouldn't be able to film the foxes anymore. Or the injured hawks that we've brought in after they're admitted to the facility, which really just doesn't make any sense. But I want you guys to know and understand that I don't do this because I want to get the views and the click. That's what Big Ounce, Kevin, and the capybaras are for. If I wanted to farm views or clicks, I would just go out there and fight Kevin every day.
That's true. Like, because that is what brought us all in. Him saying silly things to Kevin and stroking his fucking neck. Okay? Stroking his neck, yelling at fucking Obama and Donald Trump, the geese, excuse me. Like, you know what I mean? If he wanted to just go viral on it would actually be better to do short form like TikToks only, which he does do, but like to just be like to do ridiculous like 1 minute long videos that just don't make any fucking sense or are just crazy. Yeah.
Or the baby. Look at this cringe, Cappy. Oh, sweet wampum.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
how beautiful this man is. You see, guys, I could just post hours of
Oh my
this
gosh.
and make money on YouTube. We certainly don't need to be filming animals being euthanized. Oh my goodness, look at this man. Oh. In fact, I actually get less views when I show you guys hawks with broken wings. And more views when Big Ounce drinks a Grimace shake. But anyways, I'm here now. I'm going to take this little guy in there so he can get the good care that he needs. And we should be getting a provision from Parks and Wildlife.
He's so like there's so much emotion in the eyes of that little owl. I just like I'm probably reading well like way too into it, but I'm like like it just I feel your pain, little one. You look so sad.
Able to continue to educate people and film these videos. But this is the routine procedure for examining a new patient.
Looks good.
First, we check the eyes and the dilation of the pupils. Then we check the mouth to make sure there's no blood or parasites or any signs of poison. And then we check the spine and the wings for any signs of bruises, bumps, or breaks. Also, 90% of the birds that come in are presumed to be dehydrated just from the stress of bringing
That
them in.
was
Then we
why
inject
Agent
some
Sage.
isofluids with a little bit of vitamin B under his skin, and that absorbs straight into his body. And this is the fastest way to rehydrate any bird, mammal, or reptile. We then put her in a nice, warm, dark area where she can rehydrate and regain her strength. Please pray for her.
Oh my god. I'm gonna cry.
Then put her in a nice, warm, dark area where she can rehydrate and regain her strength. Please pray for
Oh my god.
for her.
This is so cute.
Also, I stayed to help them fix their washing machine because I was the only big boy around. And this is the little
Oh, that's nice. Look at him. He's helping them fix their washing
nursery
machine.
where all the orphan mammals and baby birds live. Look at these little skunks. Having a functioning washing machine is vital for a rehab because they need to be able to wash the poop off the towels so they can reuse them. And even though I still have to edit and post today, I filmed this today, I still ended up staying to clean a few of these enclosures. This little injured
What a fucking legend, dude. I fucking love this guy.
hawk that really did not like me. That's what a kite sounds like, but I had to move this guy into a new enclosure and then clean all of his poo-poos out of there. And just to clarify, these are not pets, these are wild animals, and I'm showing you guys that there's a lot of work that goes into taking care of these things, and it's not like having a pet. Just to give you guys a dose of realism,
Oh my
'cause a lot of
God.
you guys in the DMs and comments really want to do what I do. Here's the hawk from the other day that we got the chance to put some more fluids in. 50% of the animals that come into the rehab do not make it out. These animals are coming in after getting hit by cars and attacked by other animals. And sadly, the break was so bad for the last hawk that it couldn't have been fixed and he had to be euthanized. Also, here's a little skunk with hip dysplasia that came in. But also, I need to tell you guys that if you want to be a rehabber, and a lot of you do because you email and DM me all the time, this is what it is. And even though it's sad and you have to be able to euthanize animals at times, the 50% that do make it all worth it to me. But a lot of people get into this with unrealistic expectations and then they get immediately burned out and then they have to euthanize animals and they get depressed.
Oh my god, damn. Fuck, that's insane. Yeah, that's real. I feel that. Getting in over your head and not realizing like how much goes into this, and then animals like dying because of your
This is why I've said the women that work here have my utmost respect because they do this every day, all day. But I think it's absolutely necessary to photograph and document what they're doing, not only to educate people, but also to garner support and donations.
Well, I'm gonna make you pay for what you...
And not everybody that like shows interest and DMs him and like emails him is gonna be like get it over their head, especially now that he's like showing like the not so fun side of things too, which I appreciate. You'll get some like people who probably might not have realized that they would be interested in doing something like this. Otherwise, they would never have been exposed to it if they didn't see their silly YouTube videos.
You did to them capybaras. Get back here, boy. I'm gonna make you pay.
And what's funny is I actually treated a kitten with this same issue in the old videos, but you don't need a permit for them. Look at those little toe beans. And also, this is their pre-release flight pen for their doves. We're gonna need to make something similar to this because we're gonna get a lot of doves. And I also adopted about 15 domestic ducks from them so that they can focus on the wildlife. But none of these animals would be alive if it wasn't for the hard work of these rehabbers and the people bringing them in. And this is an educational ambassador, so I actually can kiss and film with him. He's mostly blind. And I took these ducks to my buddy's lake as well, and they're all going to be very happy here with Donald Trump and Obama.
But that's it for now, you guys. I'm not exactly sure 100% what we're going to be doing from now on when it comes to filming the wildlife.
Yeah.
But what's nice is that I'll always be able to film this adorable little creature. And if we lose our permits, I'm just going to become a villain and start hoarding lemurs. Because we don't need any permits for that. Or maybe I'll just get 50 crocodiles. And 14 Eurasian eagle owls. And cotamundis and kinkajous. African shoebill stork. A literal zebra. A baby bison or a water buffalo.
A literal zebra?
Also, I don't need permits for the world's largest bird.
That's not a gopher. That's a what's it called? Fuck. What are they called? What was Timon?
Oh, sweet.
Prairie dog. Thank you. Yeah, it's a prairie dog.
Folds. Heck, I might even.
And apparently somebody else in chat has prairie dogs as pets. Meerkat was Timon. Oh, wait, I thought Timon was a prairie dog. Whatever, never mind. Shut up. Somebody else in chat was talking about how they have prairie dogs as pets too, and that they're really sweet and that they do the little wahoo thing. Yo, Fellini, you're in this video also. What's up, Fellini?
Just start farming alligators. Because that's actually a much easier permit to get. At least with that, you don't have to pass a test, take any courses, or get mentored. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching my video. Again, I don't ask for donations for my rescue because these YouTube videos help provide everything we need. But All Things Wild doesn't
That's fucking cool.
And if you guys have it in your heart to provide for them, and they need a lot of help and resources because they get tons of animals every day. So I put a little donation link at the bottom for All Things Wild. Any of the money that you guys send them just goes straight to the little baby fawns and the kites and all the different hawks and things. And it goes towards paying the people that stay up all night bottle feeding squirrels throughout the night. And they get paid a lot less than I do. So love you guys, appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching these videos. And we'll see you in the next video. Oh, almost forgot to tell you.
Hey guys.
Good video. Good video. Fucking love those fucking videos, dude. It's chat. It's chat. Literally just like liking this video makes it so that like little animals get money and can live. Pretty cool. I just farted. That's cool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Prairie dogs, and I want a village of them. Aren't they fucking adorable? Aren't they fucking adorable? It's insane. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid cute. It's absurd. All right, finally Shy has actually dropped the last part of his cycling journey. Fucking finally. I don't know why, but he drops like one fucking video a fucking month and splits up like one trip into 3 videos, and it's just like, fuck, man. I mean, I get it. It's probably the best way to like monetize, I think. But still, I'm like, fuck. Forgot what happened last time on Shy. Where is he right now? The Adriatic Sea. Going to the Adriatic Sea. I don't fucking know. To be honest. Let's see. Nothing. Back at it. Montenegro. Oh, that's right. That's right. No, that rings bells. Montenegro. Yeah, that rings bells. It's gorgeous.
That's the camera. And as you can see, it's watching the roundabout. There's another abandoned building there, another one there, shot up to hell.
What I want to know more about, and I wish he would be interested in, is going to look at all the fucking graffiti in these cool places that he fucking sleeps and lives in overnight. Like, look at this shit. Look at this. Oh, those are titties. Don't look at those. They're cartoon titties. It's fine. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that looks cool. What a cool little area.
This was the way I climbed up. Beautiful.
Oh shit, those are graffiti titties.
Well, even though it wasn't much sleep, my legs feel rested.
Good morning,
I
Fairy
definitely
King.
feel less tired than before I came on this roof, although I gotta start sleeping more because I need it. I climbed all the way up there because I don't know to sleep out here in the open. Rooftop's pretty accessible and I don't want anybody sneaking up on me in the night. Mostar is in an interesting spot. It's like the bottom of the bowl. On every side there is a mountain. It's just surrounded
Immediately with the
So I came
gourmet
from that
audio.
direction,
Yeah, dude.
with those tall mountains with snow on them, and I'm gonna be heading into that direction towards the smaller mountains.
Look how
Pretty
low
sure
I had
I'm
to
not
turn
going
it.
to be climbing anything higher than what I just did yesterday. There's not really that much to this building. apart
See, like, I want to see this building. It looks
from
sick.
a nice view, and the graffiti, it's pretty empty. Could have slept anywhere here, but definitely felt safer next to those antennas. I don't think I'm going to be reaching the sea today. It's at least 150 kilometers, but pedaling should be easier. I'm gonna get back into the apartment, repack, and head out. Well, good morning.
Where is everyone?
Alrighty. He's
Monka.
feeling a bit
Oh, there they are.
rusty. Didn't have the best rest, but I think the climbing is not going to be as drastic as it was yesterday. Before I depart the city, I want to check out the bridge that it is named after. I bought all the food yesterday, so I don't really need to.
The city is named after the bridge?
It is 8:30 right now, by the way.
Oh,
nice. Okay, here we are entering the old town.
Got hit by a
And these are
t-shirt
some
or
shiny
something.
rocks. All right, here we are. The
Looks
famous
so
bridge
pretty.
of Mostar.
Also, mind you, he's been riding his bike the whole way, right? Something not possible in places like where I live in Los Angeles. Look how beautiful it is. What the hell?
Man, this would be a sweet place to jump in. This bridge in the old town
Whoa,
has
that's
a
cool.
lot of history, and I'm pretty sure you can find it with your local internet connection, because I don't care enough about it, I just like the view. All right, back
Thanks.
on the road.
You know, this isn't America tough because there's nature and sidewalks.
Until my destination. I'm pretty sure I could reach the sea today. Port city of Bosnia is about 85 kilometers, but I don't want to go there. It seems kind of boring. I want to go to Dubrovnik, Croatia. Definitely not going to push to be there today, but if I can do at least halfway today, I'll be satisfied. Gonna have to be dealing with this traffic for a while now until I get off the main road. It's really unnerving, like feeling cars creeping up behind me. Even though I'm getting...
I mean, I guess traffic. You know nothing of traffic.
passed by everybody. I'm going pretty fast. That's what used to be a McDonald's. They're not really thriving in this country. And with this intersection,
Rip
I am
Bozo.
out of Mostar. I'm just gonna keep balancing on this white line.
The West has fallen.
How about Mostar? That big out here. I really like the weather and the scenery, but man, is this road not fun to drive on.
Yeah, that's sus. Especially when you're fucking doing that.
Sanctuary. Fucking hell, some of those trucks were close. Dubrovnik! I'm going. And I see a bridge. That's the bridge I'm gonna cross to the other side, and I'm going to ride next to the tracks. Yeah, boy!
Yeah, boy!
Damn, that's a strong current. Shit!
Oh wow. Wait,
Man,
that
it
was
would be
actually
so fun
really
to boat through it.
that was actually really trippy to look at.
Shit!
Like moving this way and this way.
Man, it would be so fun to boat through here. That is powerful. That's where I'm gonna go, down the valley. This road looks beautiful. It's gonna go on for a while. Gonna be sandwiched in between the river and the train tracks. It's perfect. So the tracks are literally up there. You're gonna see all the train traffic. And the smell here, it's so refreshing.
What that smell like though? What that nature smell like though?
So this was the route 2 years ago we initially wanted to do, but just there weren't any trains. That is what set me on the path to here. I'm gonna climb that tower.
I'm gonna climb that tower. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. That happened.
Sus. Cool. Here we are.
That's the thing I would like to be in control of while train surfing. Just have it stop anytime I want so I can touch anything, climb anything.
So pretty.
So it is 10 right now, doing good progress. I have 20 kilometers until the next town, and it's gonna be 20 kilometers of just this road. It's beautiful.
You love heights? Really? Damn.
Oh no.
So you'd be perfect then for those crazy ass jobs where you gotta like climb those fucking insane antenna tower thingies to change a light bulb? That's like right up your alley.
Oh no. What the hell?
Oh, little animal friends?
Why are there so many?
Puppies?
I'm not falling for this again.
Puppies. Dude, this whole trip, in the past 2 parts of this like journey, there's been multiple times where he's just come across like adorable puppies and kitty cats. What the fuck, man?
Oh no. Oh no. What the hell?
Oh no, no.
Why are there so many?
To get all the puppies everywhere. Just like puppies living in paradise, just like in the forest, next to a beautiful fucking river. The land of puppies. Where the water is clean and the air is
They're
crisp.
brown and white and spotted. That is just too adorable.
Come on!
Just give in.
What the fuck? What?
These are more cautious than the previous ones.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! Look at the babies! What the fuck? They're just chilling, dude. They're just sunbathing next to the river with their friends, playing all day. I'm gonna cry. Bro, I don't know how you can just like not want to adopt all of them. Yeah, but like, okay, well, all of you are coming home with me now. You are all coming home with me, and I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna kiss you every day.
And hard in that bush. There's a mouse or something dead. When I saw them running at first, I got flashbacks. Man, I cannot handle 10 of these. Surprisingly, these ones are a lot more chill. I can actually just vibe with them.
I could just vibe with them. I could just vibe with these puppies, dude. They were chill, dude.
Other side of the tracks. Nope. Took the wrong turn. Got too distracted.
Dude, I'm trying to vibe with the pups, dude.
It is such a contrast from yesterday. It felt so intense, so wild, and this calm, quiet, warm. Nothing else I would rather be doing. It's great. And to make it even better, some sugar.
We do love sugar. Fun fact, pupper is slang for booba in Norway. Pupper is slang for booba in Norway. That is a fun fact. I love pupper. Big pupper fan here.
That's cool too.
Lol is dick in Dutch. Lol pupper. Big lol fan. Big pupper fan.
Cool.
The one time lol is okay, okay? We're usually Keck W users here in this community. We're Keck W users, but I'll accept it.
Nice. Okay. Damn, that's a big ass bridge.
Damn, that's a big ass bridge. Damn. Damn.
Damn, that's a big ass bridge.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks sick. It looks very fun.
Sure. Oh, into the hole. Here we go.
Yeah, they working. Train.
Yo. Yo, this is literally like what's going on in my brain. Puppies. Ooh. Boop. Train.
Boop. Train.
Puppies.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to
Train.
catch this speed out here. All right, this is Chapliana, and just like that.
This is what?
All right, this is Chapliana.
Chapliana?
Just like that, I made it to the first town. I did 30 kilometers in 4 hours. It's 12.
That's a lot, I think. How many freedom units is that?
Today the road lets me relax a little bit, and I really needed that from yesterday. At the evening, my knees, my legs, they were aching. A lot of places here smell like either fresh laundry or fish. So this is the train yard. In the first Bosnia trip, me and Poison were supposed to end it here.
Oh, Poison.
What can I say?
I hope Poison's okay. 18 miles? Let's go. 18.6 freedoms? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Welcome in, I'm sorry.
$105 kilometers to Dubrovnik.
Oh.
So I did 39 up to now. It's been about 5 hours. All right. I want to walk it.
Oh my god, bro. He can't just be normal.
Seems safe, right?
Bro, he can't just be fucking normal and like go on a bike ride to the Adriatic Sea, okay? Like he's like, oh, a bridge. I'm gonna climb on top of it.
Ah, so rusty.
Like not even to fucking like catch a tag or do graffiti or something. It's just to go up there just for fun. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. You want to get like a good spot. You know what I mean? Catch a tag that'll be there forever. Like, all right, cool. No, you just want to go up there and then come back down.
Man, oh man, I keep finding so many nice jump spots into this river.
Also, this is what I look like from behind while I'm on a bridge.
Hey, more water. It's hard to imagine, but I came from somewhere behind those snowy peaks, I'm pretty sure. It's even further in the back. Going somewhere there, behind those peaks.
Yo, what's up, Skirt? How you doing?
Bike still there. Nice. Oh, this used to be a railway bridge, that sign says. All right, onward. Oh, this is cool. So I'm actually following the route of the old railway. It has just been dismantled and paved over. I did not study this route in detail before I departed on it. I just roughly saw where the lines were drawn, and it was good enough for me. I like being surprised like this. This is so cool.
Ooh, that is cool. Also a little bit sketchy. A little bit.
This will be the final town before the wilderness. I'm going to be following the path of the old railroad up to the mountains.
The fucking...
So cool to think. This is where a train was going.
The self-control that it took for him to not stop and climb that fucking bridge.
And that's how a transaction goes. And off we go into the mountains, baby.
Okay.
I'm going to follow this route for about 20 more kilometers, which will roughly be halfway to the Dubrovnik, or until I just get so tired I don't want to go anymore.
Hey, what's the joint specialist? Oh, it's 420. Let's fucking go. Of course it's 420. I knew that.
I assume I'm going to be going over these hills in a very zigzaggy manner. It's going to be very gradual elevation. Damn, the heat's getting to me. It's actually quite hot. Okay, these rocks, they haven't been stomped into the ground enough, so they're making me jiggle like crazy. My hands are burning. They're red. Can't handle this anymore.
I can't handle this anymore. My skin, it's uncomfortable. I must remove it. I can't take this any longer.
God damn, this thing is dark.
Where the fuck?
Scary. Gotta get my light. Alright, I'm gonna push through.
Where the fuck? Okay, all of a sudden we're just going into the fucking... the mines of Moria? Like, what the fuck?
Holy shit. Holy shit. God damn, there's like hundreds of them.
Bats.
They're all panicking out there. Wow, this looks so sick. Wilderness.
Jesus Christ.
That was freaking cool at the same time. You see that gray concrete wall? That's the path. Oh boy, here we go again.
Bat country.
Let's go.
Enter the Kvassy.
I'm always afraid somebody's just gonna charge at me or fall on me.
What?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
Right above my head.
Oh my god.
I see the light. Damn, these tunnels are intense. Different world in there. And there we go, just like that. I'm on the other side.
That's Mother Earth's bonus hole. True. Oh my god, that's a pretty big drop. Oh my god, cool. Yeah, okay, dude. Oh! Chill, brother. Oh my god, dude. He had to just be like... He can't just be fucking normal on a fucking bridge. Look at this view. Chill, bro. Oh my god.
Damn, this route is amazing.
Brother.
This is the most beautiful bike route I've taken so far. At every turn, I feel like I've already gone past the best part and boom. And then there's another tunnel right there. And then after the tunnel...
Yeah, and then there's puppies. Yeah, and then there's puppies,
like
and then...
village. Hello again, bats.
Hello, darkness, my friend. Dive into the Kvassy again.
Look at these spider webs. So a little bit further, there should be a path to the left, leading to some kind of a bando village. There's a building further there. I think I need to go down there.
Tofu, I need your age.
More buildings abandoned.
He's trapping out the bando, making content out the bando.
Oh, that's so cool. That is way too overgrown for me to get in. Water.
Why does it? Oh, why you like this?
Water. This would be a great place to sleep. Nice platform, elevated.
True. All right, let's see if we can fucking get TikTok to work, okay? TikTok is a bitch and hates me in my browsers for fucking whatever reason these days. Let's see if it likes Google Chrome. Oh my god, please, for the love of God.
Being a landlord is like being a superhero. And my superpower? Building a welcoming community where people feel safe and happy.
This is fake, right? This is fake. No, there's no shot this is real. This is like sarcasm. Or whatever. This is like irony. Right? Please tell me it's irony, please.
Being a landlord is like being a superhero. And my superpower? Building a welcoming community where people feel safe and happy. And the money's not bad either.
Okay, no fucking, I don't believe you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You know what you're saying. Nah, that's cap. That's cap. He's fucking around. That's okay. No way. And the money's not bad either. Shut the fuck up. Bitch, say that shit to my face. I swear to. Ooh.
Trash. That looks pretty cool.
Oh. Home? Yeah, Mao check?
This is pretty cool.
Mao was right.
Definitely be a nice place to spend the night. It's a bit early to think about that. It's 4, but I am pretty damn tired. I did not get a good rest tonight. What to do, what to do. Set up to stay.
Okay.
Now I need to get the bike up here. Alrighty. Hey, it'd be so nice if you didn't like spin. As for me,
oh my god.
to the other side.
Ah, yes, the most inconvenient way to travel from point A to point B. Better get on my way then.
And take a nap. Eat. Relax. There's nobody else here. It's just me. And I'm constantly
And the voices inside of my head.
pushing myself, motivating myself, and I've realized I can also stop doing that and just take a break, relax. My feet ache, my knees ache, my shoulders ache.
Damn.
I need a break.
Bars? Ah.
I slept a little bit. Feel better. Need food though. Going to spend the evening here and the night.
What's for eats?
What's the point of rushing through everything? I came here to enjoy it, not count the distance.
True.
Meditate out here.
Better film it. Please film it. Look at this. Look at this angle. I walked all the way across over here to put the camera down so that I could sit down and have this candid moment. That's so... Oh, wow. Vibes. Reminds me of an Onion article about how Johnny Depp can only get around these days by teetering whimsically across rolling logs or guy wires or some shit. That's funny.
going to sleep earlier because I am tired, but also because even if I do get called from around like 2 a.m.,
Welcome in,
at
Flanky.
least I have plenty of hours to sleep until then. These are the moments why I do this. Serenity. Bliss.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Bliss. That's right. That's why he does it. You know what I mean? He doesn't do it for the money or for the clicks, right? He does it for the bliss. That's right. It's Serenity now. Okay. Bonus hole bliss plus puppies. Plus puppies. Plus puppies. So where you can't go wrong, really. You really can't go wrong. Bum 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 bum. All right, chat. Listen. Listen, chat. I've had a good stream. I know I said we'd do some gaming possibly, but it's 4:30 a.m. in the morning time. It's 4:30 a.m. and I should probably try to think about maybe getting some sleep, perhaps. Shout out gaming. Yeah, shouts out gaming. What a fucking username. What a fucking username. Imagine having the username gaming. That's fucking awesome. What the fuck? Sleep in this economy? Yeah, well. Hence the reason I'm here streaming at 4:30 a.m. I mean, listen. But I've had a good time and I hope you enjoyed your stay because I enjoyed your company. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for fucking all the support. Thanks for destroying the fucking sub goal today. Holy fuck. Frogan is live, rare raid. That is a rare raid. I don't think we've ever raided Rogan. Yeah, the Frogan experience. The Joe Frogan experience. That's right. Let's do it. Let's raid Joe Frogan. Let's go. Pog. The Joe Frogan experience. Oh, I can't raid them. Oh, I can't raid her. She won't let me raid. Because she doesn't follow me. I think. Raid. Frogan. Yeah, they won't let me raid. Ah, darn. Okay. No worries. Yeah, they have to follow me first in order for me to be able to raid them. Need friendship tokens? That's okay. That's okay. That's all right, because we'll take this party somewhere else. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. All right, chat. Who do you want to raid? Spooky, Left Flank Vets, Pixel Smixel, 39 Daff. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Spooky? We've never raided Spooky. Let's raid Spooky. That'll be a new one. Nice for us to branch out and make new friends. You know what I mean? Let's raid Spooky. Yeah. And let's spam these emotes over there. And not only will we spam these emotes, but we'll spam the good vibes. Because all those good vibes that we be spamming around in this chat, we have plenty to go around. We have lots of good vibes and we could share some. We could share. But I'll be back tomorrow though. I'll be back tomorrow, aka later today, for more news, more politics, more comfy reacts, more maybe gaming. Shouts out gaming. Yeah. Thanks for the support. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for the comfy vibes. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember to drink some water. Remember to take your meds. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be kind to others. Don't be a dick, but also don't be a pussy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Night night.
Do I really look 26? Wait, do I look that old? No. 28? How are people still 26 in this economy? That's what I'm saying. Joint specialist is a sick username. Not a day over 18. 26 is old? 26 is old. Hold on. Chat, can you guys cheer 500 bits? I need to wake up some of my chatters. Thanks for the raid, Tofu. I just need to go through and wake some people up real quick.